And we are here with our 2023 coverage of the Goodyear Cotton Bowl, Ohio State versus Missouri, number 7 versus number 9. You got quite the matchup here. Cody, it's good to see you once again here for our bowl streams. If I remember correct, you were here last year, right?
I believe so. I believe Cody was here last year.
So if you guys don't know and you watch this or you're watching this later on, we will have bowl streams for all of the big bowl games. Tomorrow we will have Ole Miss, Penn State, as well as Georgia and Florida State, and then we'll have the matchup of Liberty and Oregon. That one will be me, and then possibly our friend over at Sorgy Stories and Anthony, along with the playoff matchups. Lincoln will be joining us once again for that matchup or those matchups as well.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it. Going to be a lot of good football games for sure. And I mean, what a good game to start off for the New Year's Six bowl games between Missouri and Ohio State. Some big news, if some of you haven't seen it already, is he waited until about an hour and a half ago to announce, but Marvin Harrison Jr. will not play in the bowl game. He has opted out of the bowl game, as well as linebacker Tommy Eichenberg for Ohio State. So kind of the the two big leaders and the two big stars on both sides of the football will be gone for the Buckeyes here in this one. So it'll be it'll be pretty interesting to see what really happens with this game and how Ohio State plays. As they also have the first true freshman quarterback to make their first career start in a bowl game for them in Ohio State history is Devin Brown making his first career start tonight. It's going to be interesting. You know, he was kind of in a QB battle with McCord early on in the season, and he was, he's a fairly inconsistent passer throughout the year. So throughout the time, that he got, especially early on in the season. So we'll see how he plays here. He'll be down his top receiver. He'll also be down his third receiver, and I believe Stover, the tight end, is also out as well in this one. So I believe they'll be missing. Um, I believe that they'll be missing Marvin Harrison, Julian Fleming, and Cade Stover, but they will have Emeka Buka and Travion Henderson, who's going to be Devin Brown's best friend tonight at running back. They'll have him as well. As
Mm-hmm.
Coach says, I'm just ready for Alabama to beat Michigan. Yeah, that's going to be a dogfight right there. That game is going to be a lot of fun. Um, you got the most consistent team in Michigan all season long going up against a team with a huge chip on their shoulder and just a team in Bama who's, I mean, they've got the best head coach in all of college football in the history of college football coaching them. So that's gonna be a fun game. As well as the Texas game, Texas and
Mm-hmm.
Washington. That's also gonna be a fun game. But man, I would love to see Alabama and Texas rematch for a national championship. I think that would be great.
I think it would be great and great for college football as well. I think that is a matchup that benefits college football as a whole as well. So I'm excited to see it and look forward to the possible matchup of it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. I mean, not only do you have the storyline of these two teams facing off, Texas beat them by 10 in Tuscaloosa. You got, the head coaching storyline, Sarkeesian versus Saban. Um, you look at the quarterbacks, Milrow versus Ewers. Like it's just gonna be a great game all around. So many storylines and headlines, and I think that may be the best matchup personally
Yeah.
for a for the national championship, just because I feel like Michigan is going to make for a boring game if they make it. I feel like that Texas and Alabama would be a good, just overall, good defense, but also some highlight plays and some big time plays, not just some boring football.
Yeah. And did you see the stat that ESPN put up? Ohio State is 2-12 versus the SEC in bowl games.
Yes, yeah, I saw that. It's hasn't been good for Ohio State against the SEC. Um, Yeah,
No, it really
hasn't been good
hasn't.
for them against the SEC so far.
No.
Hopefully, for them be able to turn that number a little bit more in their favor in this game.
Mhm.
But we'll see. We'll see. As I'm sure John Jansen's very happy for this game.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure
definitely.
we'll have him tuning in here in a little bit
Yep.
with this one. He's a big Missouri fan. As it looks like we're just about ready to get underway here in this one, as the opening kickoff is going to be away and going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Missouri's got a pretty big kicker. That's a pretty hefty guy that they got a kicker for him.
Oh yeah, have you seen him before or no?
No, I haven't really paid attention to him. I mean, I've watched some Missouri football this year, but I've never really paid attention to him.
No, he is one of the more interesting guys when it comes to college football, in my opinion. Good old Harrison Mervis, the thick kicker, who
Kind of reminds me
really,
a little bit of Presley Harvin from Georgia Tech,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
who's with the Steelers now. So Devin Brown going to start it off on offense here for Ohio State, making his first career start, and he's going to hand it off here. And Missouri all over that. Is this going to be a loss of 3 on the first play of the game? They're just nowhere to go on that run play for Henderson there. As I mean, he was hit basically immediately and
Oh
dropped for a
yeah,
loss
yeah.
of 3 on the play. Both these teams definitely seem very, hyped up and ready to go in this one. They seem pretty hyped up. That was one of the things with Ohio State they were wondering about is how are they gonna be just mentally from this game? Obviously not making the playoff like they had hoped for, but they seem to be pretty fired up. And obviously Missouri is going to be as Devin Brown on his first pass attempt looking for Ibuka on a screen pass, and he's just nowhere near on the mark there. So a 3rd and 12 here. Missouri can force a 3 and out on the first drive. That'll be pretty impressive. Give them some good momentum in this one.
100%. Like for Missouri, I think that if you're going to win this game, you really got to work on the fact of just some, like, you got to get through the mental hurdles a little bit, of the simple fact that, well, this Ohio State team is more talented than you, even with no Marvin Harrison and Kyle McCord and so on and so forth. So you really got to get past that mental block. And if you're going to get past that mental block, it starts with being able to get a first 3 and out, really be able to set the tone for this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. And on 3rd down, Brown's going to be pressured, and he's going to have to throw the ball. I mean, he had Ibuka kind of running down the sideline, but throwing it across his body. That pass is going to sail out of bounds. So Missouri forces the 3 and out here to start the game, and that's. I mean, man, can you imagine if they go down and score a touchdown on their first drive, what this is going to do for them in this game? As Cody asked, is this the first quarterback to wear number 33? The first one that I can remember for sure.
It's the
I don't
first one that
remember
I can.
another guy.
Yeah, it's really the first one that I can remember that hasn't worn a number below 20.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't really remember. I'm trying to think. I thought I remembered a quarterback that wore like number 90 something one time.
I
I'm trying
think
to
that
think of who that would have been.
if they did, I don't think that it was because their first position was quarterback.
No, I think there was some like random reason why they wore. I'm trying to think of who it was.
1 second.
I can't think
I'm
of
gonna look.
who.
I'm looking it up. Shea Patterson wore 20. Let me say over 21. There's an Indiana quarterback that wore number 21. Richard Lago.
Devin Gardner from Michigan.
Ah, yes,
He wore
yes.
number 98.
Yep, that makes sense. Devin Gardner was his own little thing, though. Like,
Yeah, he was.
um, yeah. So,
I look up college football quarterback number 33. I know it's going to be a little bit recency bias on the Google search, but all I see is Dan Brown. Um, I don't know if there ever has been.
I don't think there has been either. At least not that
Yeah,
I know of.
I don't know, but He wears number 33 in honor of Pro Football Hall of Fame quarterback Sammy Baugh, who finished his. It says on here who finished his college career sharing MVP honors in the inaugural Cotton Bowl 87 years ago.
Wow. That's
He
interesting.
was number 33.
Looks like we got a little Arkansas fan in here. We got Woo Pig Suey.
Yep. Yep. 2nd and 6 now for Missouri. Cook going to get out and run, and he's got a first down up near midfield about the 49-yard line. So a good run there is yeah, Arkansas fan in the house. Good to have you, my man.
Make sure you
We love
guys
getting a
hit
nice
this.
mix. We love getting a
Yeah.
nice mix of fan bases in here, even if your team isn't in the game that we're playing.
Yeah, definitely. Make sure that you guys are around for the remainder of these streams. We'll be here all throughout the week/weekend. So make sure you guys are subscribing and hitting that notification button, especially on our podcast channel Roundup, as we are trying to get that channel up and going, I guess is the best way of putting it. But
Oh yeah, for sure.
I am a few plays behind you. So I just saw that Brady Cook run. Brady Cook, I will say this, has definitely impressed me as somebody who has gotten a lot better, kind of unexpectedly. Like you had Drew Lock, like Missouri kind of has underratedly had a lot of good quarterbacks.
Yeah, they have, and it's yeah, like you said, very underratedly. Had some good QBs. Now until this year, they haven't really had a whole lot of weapons around them. But
Yeah.
um,
And
but
that's going to
it's
continue to change. They brought in some more 4 and 5 or 4-star pieces at wide
yeah, they
receiver and
did, and
stuff like.
they got a big 5-star D lineman as the 3rd and 8 here from Missouri. Going to be some miscommunication there as Cook's pass is going to fall incomplete. Bring up a 4th and 8. Missouri also going to have to punt, but with a chance here, punting from about midfield to potentially pin Ohio State back deep on this one, and really put some pressure on Devin Brown, starting him off deep in his own territory.
Oh yeah, definitely. So make sure you guys like the stream down below. I know that not everybody's liked the stream, as we can tell by the amount of likes on the video.
Yeah, make sure you hit that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to American Football Network, to the Football Expert, and also to our College Football Roundup channel that we do together. And speaking of College Football Roundup, with Memphis beating Iowa State today, I believe I am the 2023 College Football Roundup champion.
Yeah, I think you have.
Is that
As
I added
I
it
will
up.
say that.
I don't think there's any way for you to catch me.
No, I think mathematically I am out of it. I will say this once again, man, it is just, I don't know what it is about stupid rivalry weekend, but if you lose that, you lose.
Yeah, yeah. If you lose rivalry weekend, it just screws you over and puts you in a hole late in the season. Um,
And yeah, it
'Cause
really is devastating.
there's usually not much disagreement when it comes to conference championship weekend. Um,
No, especially
and
when
that
like Michigan gets to play Iowa and or Ohio State plays Northwestern or Clemson plays some crappy ACC coastal team or something like that. Like it's hard to find disagreement games.
usually the Big 12 is about the only one that we consistently disagree on.
Yeah, yeah, that in the SEC a little bit, especially in the
Yeah,
past 3 years.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, so usually those are about the only ones. So then you gotta come from behind in the bowl season, and if you screw up rivalry week bad enough, like each of us have, like I did last year and you did this year and 2 years ago,
Hmm.
I mean, you got to win nine bowl games.
Yeah,
You basically got to be perfect in bowl season,
yeah. Wow.
which
Hey,
just
guess
makes
who
it
has the most
difficult.
viewers right now? Roundup.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. It's been doing good over on the College Football Roundup channel. So make sure you guys are liking that video and subscribing over there.
Yeah, definitely good to see Roundup doing well, as I think we both have a vested interest in that doing. Not the best, but definitely doing well. So
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. As over here on American Football Network, I am one subscriber away from hitting that goal of 1,150 by the end of the night. So let's go ahead and get that going over there and get one more tonight and go ahead and hit
most
that goal.
definitely. Yeah, let's see if we can
As
get. Hey, I got 7 subscribers until I hit 1,400. So there's 7 people watching this. I'm sure that some people I've already hit the subscribe button over on my channel, but I would appreciate if you could help me at that goal as well.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, if you look at this time of the year, this is definitely the best time for our channels. I mean, when I first started, I was at about 63 subscribers coming into the bowl season. I decided, you know what? Hey, I, I don't have nothing to do. I'm down here on vacation. I'm at the beach, but it's cold and it's windy. There's not a whole lot to do. I'm going to stream Alabama Cincinnati. And I ended up getting 68,000 views on that video and gained about 300 subscribers.
That was you calling me and like us panicking of like, wait a second, what did we find? We found the cheat
Yeah,
code. We find
what do we find with this? What do we find with it? I mean, because I just had set it up to stream and just kind of walked away from my computer, and I remember you calling me, telling me, "Dude, what are you doing? You've just gained 100 subscribers."
yeah, it
I'm
really
like,
was
God, I didn't
something.
even notice it. So then I come back and look because I didn't expect it to do good. I thought I would get maybe 100, 200 views. I come back, I've gotten like 1,000 comments. Like it was just crazy. So we've kind of done that ever since.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely one of our favorite things to do, both because of the success it has, but also the fun part that we have when it comes to building the community. When it comes to we've seen people come back to back years now, like Cody, and so on and so forth. We had people last year that were there the first year. So it definitely is something that is fun to have. So make sure you leave your comments. We will answer any questions that you guys have in the comments section below. So go ahead, let us know what questions you have about college football and stuff like that, as we hope to kind of make this not almost a Q&A. So yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
been great just seeing all the interaction with the users that we've gotten and just like you said, all the people that come back from year to year.
mhm.
It's always great to see that as Henderson with a big 14-yard carry there to set up a first down for Ohio State now at the 40-yard line. Their own 40-yard line is again they're going to go to Henderson, but he's going to be hitting the backfield this time and lose 2 yards on the play. That Missouri defensive line, they're kind of sniffing out the run, and so far Missouri's shown that they're just, hey, we're just going to pin our ears back and just come after you and just make Devin Brown beat us over the top. And so far, he hasn't done that. Just 2 for 4 for 15 yards so far in this game.
Yeah, and those 2 passes have both been curl routes, is what it looked like to me. So you're really not getting a lot of creativity either from Ryan Day, which, like, don't get me wrong, it's not like it's his fault in this scenario that he should be drawing up some sort of elaborate pass scheme for freshmen, but definitely something that you're going to need to improve if you're going to have any chance at being able to win this game, to get
Oh yeah,
some.
for sure. And I mean, the only real pass down the field was just it was more of a throwaway. Um,
Yeah.
More
Hmm.
of a throwaway from Brown on that first third down, as there's a false start on Ohio State now, so that second and 11 is going to move back and become a 2nd and 16 for them now.
Also, make sure that you guys check out all the hype videos that were done by both of our editor. The same person is my brother. Did a lot of work into getting all of those hype videos ready and going. Did a fantastic job, and you seem to be enjoying them. As each one on my channel has done extremely well. I know they're still getting out on your channel, Lincoln, but yeah.
Yeah, still getting out on mine, but I mean, they did pretty solid considering the time I released them. The one for this game got about 200 views, and the one for Penn State Ole Miss got about 200 views. And I didn't release them at the best time.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Definitely put them out a little bit late.
Well, my brother put out, who only has 17 subs, he put out his Ohio State Missouri one. That one got almost 400 views for him.
Oh wow.
So definitely played well, but going to be a long third down here for the Buckeyes as you had a 1 yard pass play that was a sniffed out screen pass there by Williams from Missouri. You're
And now Josh Fryer jumps off sides for the Buckeyes. That's going to move this back to a 3rd and 20 now.
Yikes.
I mean,
Um,
it'd be 3rd and 10 if they could just wait for them for the ball to snap to go.
yeah, yeah. So what are your thoughts on these Missouri uniforms? Because I kind of have mixed feelings on the helmet particularly.
I would prefer them stick with their regular Tiger logo. I feel like the ilm on the helmet just looks too much like Michigan.
Yeah. Hmm.
And when you see that ilm, nobody thinks of Missouri. Nobody thinks of Missouri. As we got Jackson Johnson in here, what's up, my man? Make sure you guys go check him out. He does a lot of great stuff, all college sports. Does the Jacksonian over there on his channel. Go check him out. Great dude over there. Um, help support him on his channel. But yeah, I think when you look at the M on the helmets, like nobody thinks of Missouri with that. That's all Michigan. And so I don't really like that as a great punt here from Ohio State, going to be down at the 10. So Missouri got to go 90 yards for a touchdown here on their second drive as they're pinned back deep. Um, I don't really like it that much, but I think for the most part they're pretty clean jerseys. I give them 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree, and I agree with the analysis as well. I really think that the M is just what does it for me. I like the general Mizzou thing, but definitely not a big fan there. As we got Sage White Shadow here, definitely, yeah, I agree. Definitely something that has some issues for me and for Lincoln as well. But overall, I do like the jerseys. Obviously, I don't think we need to have that much analysis on Ohio State's jerseys because, well, I think they're pretty set in stone and pretty solid jerseys. It's kind of like the Yankees. They're the pinstripes. It's just you know what it
Yep,
is. It's good.
yep,
It's good.
yep. It's just those old classics. Um,
Hmm.
which is funny because I mean, outside of the Big Ten, you don't really have a whole lot of teams that just stick to the classic look.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
the Big Ten as a whole conference kind of has that classic look.
They
Um,
really do. They really
and
do.
I like it. But I mean, even in their play style, you can tell. Other than basically Ohio State, they're more of an old school conference, anyways. With the
Yeah.
way that they play, with the way that they play football.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we got some people in here. Make sure that you guys hit us up with the subscribe button down below, especially if you're on Roundup. And also make sure that you put your comments, your thoughts, your opinions, your questions in that comment section to your right. We will be answering all questions that you put at us. If you were here last year, some of them got a little bit crazy. So
Oh
that would
yeah.
definitely it'd definitely be preferable if we don't go down crazy train, at least until we get later on in the playoff games when it's about over anyway. So,
But with that said, we do encourage trash talk to the
oh
highest
yeah,
degree.
100%, a hundred
We
percent.
love some rowdy trash talk in here for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're Notre Dame and Clemson fans. Like we've seen our fair share of trash talk, and I live. We both live down here in Clemson country, and as a Notre Dame fan, like there is plenty of trash talk that goes down here in South Carolina, where you have one of the great rivalries in Clemson and South Carolina. Um, so yeah, but Lincoln, let's
And
get to this
that one
matter.
is just one of the more like just hate-filled rivalries too.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I'm not even kidding you guys. South Carolina, whenever the game is played in Williams-Brice, they will bring batteries intended to throw at the Clemson staff and players.
yeah, yeah.
Like it is, I have seen that like they have D-sized batteries and they usually wrap them in like napkins or paper towels or whatever. And will bring them in intended to throw them at Clemson players and staff.
Yeah, yeah. That's it is well, we saw the fight the one of the most infamous college football fights of all time where like you had like 80 state troopers break everything up. It was utteral
Yep, and the
madness.
the Clemson guy kicking the South Carolina player.
Yeah, yeah, that game, that fight, I think, is probably the worst football fight of all time. That is on a at least semi-professional level. That are, I should say, either collegiate or NFL. I think that's the worst fight, other
Oh,
than
probably
maybe
so. I mean, it took
maybe
the
the
entire it
Pac-12
took
fight
every
when the fake
deputy.
ref with the
It
fake
took
ref. Hmm.
that one is definitely the funniest one
Yeah, it really
by
is.
far. I mean, a guy jumps on the field pretending to be a ref, and in doing so causes an all-out brawl between the teams and probably gets away.
He does get away. He never gets
Yeah,
caught.
yeah. So I mean, he all he did was simply jump on the field as a fake ref, and it turns into an all-out brawl.
It really did. Well, Brady Cook gets about a yard on the on the second down carry, making it 3rd and 3 here for the Tigers. As the Buckeyes have played pretty good defense, and so have the Tigers. A little bit of hesitation there from Cook, I think, is what really stopped him from being able to get a first down on there. As Ohio State's defense has just been superb throughout the year, only allowing 11 points a game. But unfortunately, in the one game that mattered, they gave up 30.
Yeah, yeah, for
So,
sure. As Ohio State signaling for a intentional grounding there on the third down play, but it looked to me as if Cook was looking to kind of come back over the middle and got hit as he threw, caused that one to
yeah,
sail a little bit on him. But Ohio State gonna get some good field position. Gonna be starting at their own 47-yard line here.
there
Um,
is a flag down. Oh, they are calling intentional grounding.
they are calling it okay.
Yep. Interesting. Interesting.
I didn't
Let's see
I didn't
here.
catch that. I had
Oh,
the volume turned down.
there's literally no wide receiver on that side of the field. All the wide
Uh-uh.
receivers were set up on the left side
There
on the
was a
field.
guy in the middle, and it kind of looked like he was trying to come back to him as he got hit, but it was really hard to tell. I mean, I think it's a correct call. I just didn't see that they had actually called it.
Yeah, yeah. They threw
It's
the flag.
definitely the correct call, though.
Yeah, they threw the flag a little bit later. Not late, but a little bit later.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As Ohio State's going to get this ball at their own 47-yard line with great field position. Lincoln, what are your thoughts on bowl season so far?
I think it's been a really good bowl season so far. I mean, there's been some games obviously that probably could have been a little bit better and were a little disappointing. But I think for the most part, there's been a lot of really good games. I think the best game so far, in my opinion, and I think in most people's opinion, this may be a little bit biased, but I think that Clemson Kentucky game may be the best bowl game so far. Just
I don't really think that's biased. I think that's true.
I mean, there was 42 points scored in the fourth quarter.
Mhm.
And in the last 7 minutes of the game, there was 38 scored.
Yeah.
Like it was just a crazy game. Um, it was just a crazy game, extremely back and forth. I mean, each team was just matching each other punch for punch, and ultimately Clemson got the last blow, having the ball at the end. But it was just so back and forth,
Yeah, it really was.
and a little bit of everything too. I mean, you got that dude. I believe his name was something. I think like Darius Brown or something like that for Kentucky. He
Mhm.
had he had a rushing touchdown, a receiving touchdown, and a kick return touchdown. You look at Jonathan White's hit a 52-yard field goal that hit off the crossbar and bounced over for Clemson. That set the Gator Bowl record for longest field goal. Then you look at Phil Maffa for Clemson, had 4 rushing touchdowns. That was a Gator Bowl record. I mean, that game just had everything in it. Clean game, no turnovers, nothing. And then the last 7 minutes, the game saw 4 turnovers, including all four of them on basically, or 3 of them for Kentucky on back-to-back possessions. one of those possessions for Clemson was a turnover in there. So like, I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Hey guys, we have 24 people watching right now. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button, like button, but most importantly, make sure you leave your comments in the comment section below. We answer all questions, no matter how dumb or stupid you think they are. Go ahead and put them in there. We have answered dumber or stupid things before. So let us know what your thoughts are. Lincoln, what is your biggest takeaway? And then I'll give my biggest takeaway on this bowl season. Like, what team has impressed you the most or not impressed you the most? Or like going into next season, what do you think is going to happen based off these bowl games? Like, what's a big takeaway?
For me personally, I think the team that showed the most going into next bowl season or into next season for me personally, I think Kansas State did because I think Avery Johnson had a huge game, really got to show, what he's built of, what he's going to be like next year. And I thought that was a huge game for him to come out and play the way he did against and I think you got to take this too in looking at who these teams actually played and who was playing for these teams. Um, because I do think, obviously, I think Notre Dame's probably been the most impressive team, but they were without a lot of, a lot of Oregon State was without most of their team,
Well, to be
and you look
fair,
at,
Notre Dame also had an entire like I'm not saying you're wrong. I just think Notre Dame also had no offense, had an entirely new offensive line, had a new quarterback, so on and so forth. But I do agree with you.
oh yeah, I'm just meaning like when you look at Oregon State though, they're missing their top two quarterbacks, they're missing some offensive line pieces, they're missing their head coach.
Yeah.
Um, but when you look at Kansas State and NC State, NC State had literally everybody on that team.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Did
and
Peyton
and
Wilson play?
Avery Johnson as a true freshman, the way that he came in and played in that game, I thought that was huge for Kansas State.
So, if you had a pick, or never mind, I'll answer my own question first, and then I'll ask you this question.
Well,
I
real
think that
quick, we
the
got a big 3rd and 7 here for Ohio State from the Missouri 30, and Brown is going to find his man over the middle and a huge hit there, going to be about 3 yards short of the first down. And could we get our first points here? Ohio State potentially kicking a field goal or going for the 4th and 2.
yeah, yeah, it's been a good game so far. It's kind of funny. We've gone back and forth on who's ahead in this game, timeline wise, because I was a player two ahead of you, and now I'm a player two behind you.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
I don't know if you're ever a player 2 ahead of me because I'm watching on cable.
yeah, I don't
So
think I.
I think I'm about as fast as you can get. Is Ohio State was gonna go for it at Henderson and the Wildcat, and looks like they take a timeout. Probably, probably a good idea for them to take a timeout because Missouri was coming and they were ready for that one.
Yeah, and Devin Brown looked a little bit limpy.
I was
After
wondering the same thing. I wasn't sure if that's just how he walked or if he was looking a little bit limpy there.
No, I saw it because because I'm a little bit delayed. I saw him after the third down play. He was definitely limping.
Yeah, I saw that shot on him. I hadn't really paid attention to how he had been walking. Some people kind of walk with that little limp in them, especially
No,
those
yeah, yeah.
those big tall people like Devin Brown. So I wasn't sure if that was just kind of how he's just kind of lazily walking around or if he was limping or not. But
Yeah.
that could be something to watch
Well,
in this game. I mean, if he gets knocked out of the game, it may be pretty rough going for Ohio State.
really, truly. But I think that one of the most impressive teams so far has been kind of Rutgers in a sense. I think that Rutgers kind of surprised me by winning that, and I think getting their seventh win of the season, having their first winning season in Lord knows how long. Um,
Yeah,
I think that definitely gives them a boost in recruiting and stuff like that. And I think that that's a big deal for them just to have a winning season. I don't even think that they need to have particularly like the greatest season ever. They just need to have a winning season and be able to build upon that when you have a lot of struggles going into it next, or not a lot of struggles, but a lot of potential struggles when it comes to your schedule. So, but my next question is going to be this: who is your coach of the year for 2023?
For 2023, my coach of the year, I mean, I think we're watching one candidate potentially here in Eli Drinkwitz. I think he's a guy that's up there for what he's done with a program like Missouri. I think a guy like Mike Norvell's up there.
Yep.
And just, I mean, you look at what he took over with that Florida State team and what he's turned them into. I mean, that team was just terrible. There was nothing good that he inherited off of that team, and
No.
the way that he turned them around, and what he got them to and led them to this year, I think he's definitely up there. I think Kalen DeBoer at Washington. I mean, everybody's doubted them. They're 4-0 outright as underdogs this season. I mean, everybody said, all right, this is when they're losing, and they just continue and continue and continue to win and win and win and prove everybody wrong. They're in the playoff, and to be honest, if they get through Texas, I don't see why they're not going to win the national championship.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, I think
Um,
that's a team that has a real possibility to go win the national championship. Is we're going to get our first points of the game here, as Ohio State is going to nail a 44-yard field goal straight down the middle, and they're gonna take a 3-0 lead here on Missouri.
did you see Devin Brown getting his leg taped up, limping around on the sideline?
Yeah, I saw that whenever they showed the hit on him as well. Um, whenever they showed the hit on him as well. So that'll definitely be something to monitor um, throughout this game as they continue to check in on him and see what's up with him
Yeah,
on that one.
definitely.
But
Hey,
you
guys,
made me
I'm
think of
fine.
it whenever you talked about Rutgers and what that did for them. Another team I kind of put in that boat with them is a team like Georgia Tech, and
Yeah.
what that bowl. Not only that, they come back against UCF because I mean they were down early in that game and kind of getting beat up, looking like they were going to get blown out. And they responded, shut UCF out the rest of the way, and just started to put a beat down on them.
Hmm. Oh yeah, and I'll say this: I know you're not as high on Brent Key as I am, but I'm really high on Brent Key. I think that this is a dude that isn't going to bring him to like Paul Johnson levels of success, but I think levels of success that you could see maybe at, I don't know, maybe consistently winning 7 to 9 games a season. I think that that is a successful tenure at Georgia Tech.
Watch this kickoff. Is this not a safety?
One moment. I am still behind you, but does Devin Brown look like he may not come back?
He'll come back in the game. I just don't think he's going to be as mobile and moving around.
Um, I don't know the rules on that, to be frank with you.
I
I
don't
just
either,
saw it.
especially since they've added in now where you can call fair catch inside the 5. That might have something to do with it. But he definitely touched the ball outside of the end zone, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He
Okay.
definitely did.
Yeah, he touched the ball at about what looked like the 1 or 2 yard line and then chased it into the end zone and kneeled it. I
Yeah.
I guess with the new rules with you being able to call a fair catch inside the 5 allows you to do that.
It was an interesting little kickoff because I don't know, it was interesting.
It wasn't a squib kick, but it also didn't look like he was just trying to go kick it off and kick it out the back of the end zone either.
No, no. I don't know if maybe he just didn't get it and like just missed it, but I don't know. It was an odd miss if he did miss it because that would have been an odd way to have missed it, but I don't
Yeah, I
know.
got no idea on that one. As there's a flag down and the refs kind of having a discussion here as what it could be, but about a 5 yard pass for Missouri on the first down play. We'll see what the
Yeah,
what
it
the
got to the
flag is
tight
here.
end. Yeah. Hey, I'm 5 subscribers away, guys. It would be very much appreciated if we could get to 1,400 subscribers soon. Plus, here's the other thing. Make sure you guys check out. We each have our own websites, podcast, and if you want to support us financially, you can also check out our Patreon pages as well.
They're going to call ineligible downfield receiver on the wide receiver for Missouri, Luther Burden.
How?
Not really sure how he's going to qualify as an ineligible receiver. I mean,
Um,
he
I'm
lined
gonna
up
turn
right
on
on
the
the line of
volume. One
scrimmage.
second.
Right, he lined up right by the offensive line up there. But I mean, he's a wide receiver. How's he an ineligible receiver? I don't really know what the rules and stuff are on that one. But regardless, it'll be a 1st and 15 for Missouri now, back at the 20-yard line, and Cook is gonna deliver a nice strong pass and get him about up in front of the original line of scrimmage, about a 6-yard gain, bring up a 2nd and 9 for him.
I turned on the ESPN broadcast for a second. Neither one of the broadcasters know why he was called for that penalty.
Yeah, I don't really understand that one. A Schrader, nice strong run here to about the 32, bring up about a 3rd and 3. Schrader having a little bit of trouble getting going, just 3 carries for 11 yards. Um, in this one, um, well, 4 carries for 17 yards now in this one. So a little bit of a little bit of a tough going for him so far, but yeah. So you're about to hit your goal of 1400. I hit mine for the night of 1150. Uh, so now we're on our way to 1175. I mean, it'd be great if we could hit that by the end of the night for sure. Is Cook on the 3rd and 3 going to run, and he's going to get it up to about the 43-yard line and a first down for Missouri as we're closing in on the end of this first quarter with about a minute and a half to go here. And it's been a good game so far. Very competitive game. And even though only 3 total points in the game, it's been a very entertaining game for sure.
Yeah, and to be completely honest with you, I really don't know when it comes to Brady Cook. I haven't watched a lot of Missouri football, but I didn't know how good of a runner he is. He just that seems to be a significant part of his game, and maybe it's terrible that I didn't know that, but I mean, like, I knew he was a little bit of a runner, but man, he has really used his legs as it looks like 275 rushes or rushing yards this year. That's a decent amount, but not an extreme amount.
No, yeah, I thought the guy was a lot more of just a mobile kind of pocket passer. Uh, I knew he moved around in the pocket a good bit, but I didn't really think of him as a guy that gets out and runs a lot. But he seems to be very good in extending plays and making stuff happen with his legs, which he's done a couple times here tonight.
Yeah. Cody Schrader has also been very impressive. Like I said, I've watched some Missouri tape, but not really like a ton. But Schrader has really impressed me as just a hard-nosed runner, and being able to get out there, to be able to get his guy, or to be able to not get his guy, but to be able to get his spot in the run.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean the dude is just incredible with his story and what all he's come through to get to this point to where he's at. As Brady Cook throws that one high, looking for Burden on the 3rd and 5, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to have to punt the ball back to Ohio State, but again, up near midfield, a chance to pin the Buckeyes back and potentially get some pressure after Devin Brown, and we'll see what's up with him. Is he has been limping. See what all's going on with him and how effective he's going to be able to be.
Oh yeah, definitely. And to be honest, this seems to be turning into a little bit of a low-scoring affair. But I think that at some point these points are going to come out and burst. Just because
Oh
I
yeah,
think these teams are a little bit too dynamic.
I think it's going to be lower scoring here for the first half. But I think both teams will end in the 20s, 30s, somewhere around in there. What in the second half, I think they're really going to start to see these offenses come alive and start to score some points.
Hmm. So let's see here. I'm going to put out a poll: Ohio State or Missouri. Who do you think is going to get the W in this game? Um, because I think it's fair to say either team has a shot.
I've got a poll running on my channel, and right now we're looking at the viewers. We got 22 votes so far. They're saying 59-41 Ohio State.
I think that's pretty
So
fair.
yeah, so pretty. I mean, a pretty decently even split over there.
But Devin Brown is back in at quarterback. Got 12 seconds left in this first quarter. Um, you got a man in motion. But Missouri once again sniffs out the run for a loss of about a yard and a half. That's going to end the quarter for the Buckeyes, getting a 3-0 lead at the end of the first quarter.
Yep, just not really a whole lot of run game really going for either one of these teams. Both teams doing a good job of sniffing that out. But as this goes to the end of the first quarter, we're going to take a quick break, but we will be right back with you guys for the start of the second quarter action. All right, so we are back here for the start of the second quarter. Ohio State with the football, going to have it 2nd and 10 from their own 9 here as the second quarter gets underway here in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl. As it's been a very highly competitive game so far, as we've got Ohio State only up 3-0 here early on. Quarterback Devin Brown for them has been, very has been very limpy and favoring that right leg. Is Ohio State going with a little wildcat formation here with Henderson, and he's going to get about 6 yards up to the 15, bring up about a 3rd down and 4 here.
That's about their best run play of the of the quarter so far, or of the game, not quarter, but it definitely is the quarter. But yeah,
Yeah, they had one on the drive that set up the field goal that Henderson kind of got loose on, but I mean, other than that, both of these running backs have really been contained. Third and 4 now. Ohio State 0 for 3 on third downs tonight, and Devin Brown going to be dropped from behind. Huge sack there from Missouri, and it looks like Devin Brown's still down. I mean, he got hit hard from the blind side in the back, just got absolutely nailed. Um, Left
And as
tackle.
you
I mean, I'm surprised he held on to the football there, as he might have lost it, and it looks like he kind of lost it as he hit the ground. Um,
I don't think Missouri recovered it anyway. I think Ohio
the
State
Missouri
got it.
got picked it up, but I think they called him down.
Okay. Let me check. I'm watching the replay now.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
saw
he
the
was
Missouri got.
definitely down.
Yeah, I saw the Missouri guy picked it up, but I'm pretty sure he was down. It was a little wobbly, but I mean, I'm just surprised he held on as he does get up and walk off the field. Um, but I mean, he's already limping, and then he gets hit like that. That's not a good sign for Ohio State, as they're going to be punting it now from their own end zone. And Missouri, with a chance to get some good start and field position here, as they're going to take over at their own 47 now. Last time we saw Ohio State take over around here, they ended up getting 3 points on the board. So we'll see if Missouri can match that and do the same.
Yeah, make sure you guys like this video down below and subscribe. Help out the stream, reach more people. It especially helps if you guys can add to the comment section and if you like the video particularly. But it's going to be a solid punt, but Missouri is definitely going to have some good field position near midfield at their own 48-yard line.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, this may be what they need to really get that offense going and kind of get in a rhythm here, and get some points on the board, as they haven't had much luck in doing
Yep.
that so far. So it'd be huge if they were able to do that in this one and get some points on the board. As we've got 312 views over on College Football Roundup on this stream, but we haven't gained any subscribers. Let's get going on that. If you're on the College Football Roundup channel, go subscribe over there and help us out on that one. Um, if you're on one of our channels, go subscribe over there to Roundup as well. You can put the link in your chat. I'm going to put the link to Roundup in my chat. You guys
Yep.
go check that out and um, go subscribe over there and help us out over there on the College Football Roundup channel. We got 7 people watching over there. That should get us to 42 subscribers. So let's get going on that. All of you guys hit the subscribe button and help us out over there on the Roundup channel.
Most definitely, definitely. By hitting that subscribe button and notification bell so that way you don't miss any of the videos that we have on Roundup.
Oh yeah, for sure. Is I just put the link down in my chat. So if you're watching over on American Football Network, go check that out, and get going on that. Also, if you look in the chat, on my channel, you can find a link to our shop. Go check that out. Get some awesome merch over there. I gotta post a picture on my community tab, but I bought a hoodie off of my shop. I got a hoodie in, and I mean it looks great. The print is great over there. Um, Definitely good quality products. So make sure you guys check that out. Get some good merch over there. And then also, like you mentioned, if you're interested in joining our Patreon pages, I put mine in my chat as well. So check that out. But help us hit those sub goals. I am, let's see, 21 subs away from hitting that goal of 1175. Would love if we could hit that by tonight. That would be huge. And you're what, 5 away from 1400?
Yep, 5 away.
Nice. So we gotta go hit that. We've already hit one of my goals already, tonight. So let's go ahead and hit that goal again. Um, let's go ahead and hit another one and just keep it moving. We only got 3 likes on the stream. We've got 460 views. So let's get those likes going up as well. As Brady Cook here, excuse me, Schrader here on the 2nd down and 5 is going to run for about 2 or 3 yards, bring up a 3rd down and short here. If you're Missouri, you got to get a first down here. You can't go 3 and out on
Oh
this
yeah.
with this good field
Mhm.
position. You got to get at least 3 out of it. You got a 3rd and 2. You got to find a way to convert here and get a first down.
100%. Like yeah, you got to get some points on the board, be able to make this a ball game. So
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, You got to find a way to do it.
Let's see
As the
here.
3rd and 2, and Cook's going to keep it. He's not going to get there. I mean, he's going to get half a yard before he gets folded at about the 44-yard line of Ohio State.
You got to go for it here, right?
I mean, I would think so.
You just
You
got
got
to
a
trust
4th and
your
2 at midfield, or excuse me, 4th and 1 from midfield. I, I would think you got to go for it.
yeah.
As it looks like
Thoughts on
Drinkwitz is going to go for it here. I mean, I would
thoughts
just
on
put Brady Cook up on the line and push him, but no, they're gonna put him in the shotgun here.
I
Fourth
don't
and
know.
one,
I
they
feel like
bring a man in motion, they snap it. They're gonna fake the pitch, and Brady Cook's gonna carry it and pick up a first down to the 38-yard line. Good play design there. They send a man out wide. They fake the pitch that gets the end man for Ohio State to bite, and Brady Cook just shoots up right in behind them. A nice block there from Schrader, and they get the first down on a nice run play there, and very good designed play.
Oh yeah, Wicked Bronco Productions. That does sound like a YouTube channel. If you have a channel, you are feel free to post it in the comments section. Um, we have no issue with you posting your channel thoughts. But thoughts on Notre Dame, Oregon State? I think Notre Dame played well. Steve Angeli looked good. But honestly, I think other than getting that in the win column looking good, the offensive line looked good. I was glad to see that. But even then, you're looking at a team that Oregon
Hey,
State's
real,
just not a
real quick
team that,
here, sorry to interrupt you, but they just showed on the screen they're walking Devin Brown back to the locker room.
oh man, that's big. That is
Yeah, that could
big.
be big trouble for the Buckeyes here. But continue.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely put the link in the description. Make sure that you, if you haven't already, subscribe to our own channels, and we'll subscribe right back.
Yeah, we
That's
love
kind of
doing a sub for sub with you guys over there.
yeah. We got to see. We have some interesting, all sorts of interesting channels that we've learned about in these streams, but. Definitely good to see other YouTubers out here on these streams. But overall, honestly, I don't know. It's just hard to get my hopes up and to be glad about Notre Dame beating the crap out of a bad Oregon State team. And when I mean bad, I mean in comparison to they don't have anybody else on their roster left. So, yeah. So it's something that, don't get me wrong, I'm glad to see Notre Dame winning, but it just, I don't know, it's just disappointing. So, but
Hey, you
you
may have
got
to
a
go approve his link in your chat.
oh, okay, 1 second.
Yeah, go over to your chat and approve his link because I see he said there's the link, but
Okay, one moment. It's taking a second for it to load. Got John Forrester, a Mizzou fan here. Mizzou's struggling a little bit. It ain't looking too good.
no,
What
it's
are your
not. But things can be looking up considering Devin Brown's not going to be, at least for this drive, not going to be in there for Ohio State.
Yeah, definitely. I don't see the link, Wicked Bronco Productions. I'm sorry, I don't see the link. I don't know if it went somewhere. But oh, and yeah, like I know. Here's the thing: me and Lincoln are gonna have all sorts of different opinions on this statement. But honestly, I don't disagree with you. I think Den Brock is a great offensive coordinator hire. I'm excited to see it. I think that it is obviously a very good hire. Um, but I think it's something that definitely is. I'm glad to see it. I think that it was a good hire. I think that's the best way of putting it. 1 second, I don't see it, so I'm going to go find the channel myself, Lincoln. If you don't mind holding on commentary for a moment.
Yeah, I got you. Go find that. He said it's Week Zero Productions is the name of it over there.
Okay, I'm gonna go find it because it's not showing up in my chat on there, and I'm sure YouTube is blocking links, but I don't remember saying that to block links. I know that you can do that, um, which is generally sometimes a good thing because some links we have had put in there. Um, oh, this looks interesting. We got a Virginia Tech fan, an Oregon fan, and a Notre Dame fan. Is that what it looks like? Um, yeah, definitely. We gotta see if we can meet up and do a show together. Definitely at some point. There we go. I just put it in all the chats. I don't think it will pop up, or it looks like it popped up for yours, Lincoln.
Yeah, I
Um,
just approved it in mine.
okay. I don't know why it isn't showing an approval button. I don't know why. I don't know. Hey guys, I'm one like away from having 10 likes on my stream, so it'd be much appreciated if you could hit that like button and help that out. But we'll definitely have to look into that. Week 0 productions. Okay.
Yeah,
What is
I
the
just subscribed. I just
Hey,
subscribed just now.
we got a Auburn fan here, Bill Cody. Good to see the Auburn faithful here talking about a team that has surprised a little bit this year. Definitely. What were your thoughts on Auburn this year? Thanks, Bill Cody. And looks like you were a veteran. Thank you for your service.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Let us know your thoughts on Auburn this year, and what you thought of them. Is I mean, I thought that they had a pretty good season. I mean, it's impressive the record they have considering for the first 8 games they couldn't throw a forward pass. And I think that this is going to be I think that this is probably going to be the worst team that um that Hugh Freeze has at Auburn. Um, I think it's
Yeah,
nothing but up
100%.
from here. I think it's nothing but up from here. He's been great. As just a coach and what he did this year with that team. I mean, you look at what they did last year, what he comes in and inherits, and what he does with them. I mean, it's just incredible what he's done. And I expect nothing for it to go up from here for Auburn. Um, I expect them to have a huge season next year. Probably get to 8 or 9 wins. They'd be taking on Maryland. That game's tomorrow, I believe, at 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll be live for that game. So Bill Cody, we won't be live for that game, but we'll be
be
live
live
during
during
that
it.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the background, Missouri is kicking Ohio State's offensive line's rear end. But I just thought I should mention that.
They've
But
got it
yeah,
third and 11 now, and Henderson's gonna get a decent run, but I mean nowhere even still 6 yards shy of a first down.
so but
Missouri's
yeah,
got
look
57 yards of total offense. Ohio State with 52. Oh,
look
nice.
at the
Bill said he'll be at the game. Nice,
oh
man.
nice.
Um, that'll be great. Those bowl games are always a lot of fun. Just the atmosphere, the experience of all of it. There's always a lot of fun. Appreciate it. Week 0, subscribing to both of us. Make sure you check out the College Football Roundup channel as well, as we do a
Oh
lot of stuff over there as well. We got our own podcast of college football stuff over there.
yeah, we're gonna be doing a reaction on our channel as well. Hey, definitely. If you guys want to join us at some point during one of the not during one of the New Year's Six Bowls, we'll be live tomorrow. You guys are more than welcome to join us, or if you really want to during halftime, you're more than welcome. We can get you the link, and you guys can join us as well.
Yeah, we can get you on here during halftime tonight, but we'll be on here from Uh, let's see, we got Ole Miss, Penn State, and the Peach Bowl at 12 o'clock tomorrow, and I believe the Orange Bowl's at what 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Yep, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, so we'll be on there for both of those. As again, help us hit those sub goals. I'm 20 away from hitting my sub goal. You still 5 away?
3 away. 3
Three
away.
away. Okay. So 3 away from 1400. I am 20 away from 1175. Our goal just for the end of bowl season, for me at least, is going to be sitting around going to be sitting around 1300. I think that's very possible. I'm probably going to be over that with the way these bowl streams have done for
Yep.
us in the past years. I mean, just that, like we were talking about earlier, that Alabama Cincinnati stream that I did got 68,000 views, and I gained over 300 subscribers just in that one stream.
Yep. But look at this combination of fans that they have here for Wicked Broncos production for the Week Zero podcast. A
Yeah,
Kentucky fan.
that is awesome. You got Notre Dame, Virginia Tech, Oregon, Michigan. I mean, that is
That's just
um
about every region. And wait, do you have every No,
they
you
got
don't have a
four of
Big
the five
12.
conferences, and then they got Notre Dame.
Yeah. Which is
Add
where our
Get
own
Scotty B on
conference.
there as a Baylor fan, and then they'll
Yeah,
have all
yeah.
of it.
There you go. Hey, we just got to get him connected with Scotty B. But yeah, it really is. This is why we do this, is to have fun being able to connect with different people, and just kind of enjoy football together. We all have so much fun being able to um, just enjoy football together. That's really why we do this.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure. We love football. We love interacting with everybody, and there's always new people to meet every year
oh
on
yeah.
these streams. Always new people to meet, and just new conversations every year. And honestly, there's some crazy stuff that happens on these streams every year, and you never quite know what's gonna happen. Um,
No, we really don't.
Never
So
quite know what's gonna. I mean, we first year we're doing Baylor Ole Miss stream, and we got these guys. They say they want to join us, so we go ahead and send the link. We let them join us during halftime, and it's about 8 of them in a little small apartment, all smoking blunts. And we're like, all right.
yeah, it was definitely a video that it's a good thing that it isn't still on our channels.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, but definitely very interesting. I mean, we loved all of it. Um,
Yeah, definitely. But if
Nice.
you
Okay. Yeah, we'd love to have you on week 0. We'll go ahead and send that link out right before halftime.
yeah,
Get you on here
if
with
you
us. We'd love to have you.
if you send an email, you can find our emails on our YouTube channels. Just go to like the personal channel section and click
Just
on view.
if you're on my channel, American Football Network, just go in my description. I got my email posted in the description down there.
Okay, that's easier. I don't have mine posted in my description,
Yeah,
but
mine's
yeah.
in my description. So if you just want to check that out, you should be able to find it there. Just shoot me an email, and um I'll send the link to you. As Brady Cook on 1st and 10 faces some pressure, he's gonna escape and get a yard, um,
It has been
but not
a
much.
very, very slow game so far. I'll give it that. It's not been very high powered or very fast paced, particularly.
No, yeah, not at all. Yeah, been a very slow paced game. Not a lot of offense. These defenses are doing a great job, but I mean, at some point you got to assume these guys are going to be able to break it open and get something going, especially for Missouri. I mean, you look at the guys they have here. I mean, Brady Cook right now is 3 for 6 for 6 yards. Like they just have not been able to get anything going. There's a nice run from Schrader there, get about 7, maybe 8 yards, bring up a they'll give them 8 yards, bring up a 3rd and 1.
It's a much more manageable down and distance. Plus, I assume that you probably have two downs to get this to get a first down here. So I
Probably so,
definitely
especially with Ohio State. I mean, Devin Brown was back out on the sideline on the bike, but even if he's in, I mean, he's probably not going to be very effective at all. As Cook going to look to scramble and keep the play alive, directing traffic a little bit, going to throw it away here is just nothing going. So it'll be 4th and 2 now from the Ohio State 48-yard line.
looks like we have a former football player joining our midst. So looks like got a had a day back in 23. Wow, that is quite impressive. But let's see here. Thanks for the sub, Bill Cody. Thank you for helping out the channel.
Yeah,
But
appreciate it, Bill Cody. Appreciate the support from you.
oh wow, Brady Cook had a man downfield, but just was unable to hit him with the pressure. That's difficult. That sucks.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to get it to him.
But let's see here. Fourth down here for the Tigers, and it's going to be a timeout. As we're going to have a moment here for Eli Drinkowitz to think about what he wants to do.
Personally, I say you go for it.
Yeah, I think that you do. I think you kind of have to. Plus, you got to trust your defense. Your defense only gave up 3 points when you gave them the ball at the 50-yard line. So
And now that was with a healthy quarterback.
yeah, that is true. That is true. And at this point, they were already running the ball heavily, and Missouri was having a good time being able to bottle them up. And it you got to be able to bottle them up even easier now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't see Ohio State being able to get any offense going.
Yeah. Make sure you guys like the video down below. I'm at 11 likes right now. We have 15 viewers. So 15 viewers. Let's get 15 likes. 4 more likes. Hit that like button down below. Help me out with that goal. Let's get some 15 likes. Lincoln, how close are we to you on your end when it comes to the likes?
I got 6, so let's get 4 more. We got 9 viewers in here. Let's get 4 more and hit 10 before halftime, and then we'll go from there. We got 11 viewers now, so let's get 4 more likes. Hit 10 likes over here on American Football Network, and get that 10 like mark before we hit halftime, and just build on it from there.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see
I'm gonna
here.
take a quick break. I gotta get a drink and use the bathroom, but I'll be right back.
Same here. And we are back here once again with our coverage of the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic as Missouri gets the ball inside the 10-yard line here they're going to mark it down at the 10-yard line. So big big bump there for the Buckeyes as you're going to have a big time um, you're going to have a big time playmaker lost in Devin Brown as it doesn't look like he's going to return week 0. Just so you know, Lincoln will get back to you on that. Devin Brown is on the bike, but we will see how it goes as he does look to be in a little bit of pain. Maybe after halftime, I wouldn't expect to see him before halftime, but we'll see what happens with that. So we have 4:30 left in the half as you got a handoff there on a jet sweep. Gonna get about 4 yards, so a decently productive play. Definitely going to be helpful as the Buckeyes continue to march down the field.
I
And
got your email, by the way, week 0. I'm sending you that link now.
okay, so we'll definitely have some good halftime coverage. And yeah, the Buckeyes 62 yards of offense. Man, that's devastating. Um, but you're going to get a holding penalty here on Ohio State, as that was a pretty wait that you're not going to get a holding call. Lincoln, do you see this hold?
Yeah, I don't know how they
That
just
was
let that
right
one
in
go.
front of the right.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they ruled the ball was uncatchable. I don't know, but Ohio State
Well,
a
no, a
little. I mean,
holding.
they're Ohio
Well, it was
State
a holding on
running
the
the.
offensive line.
Oh, I thought you were talking about in the secondary because the Missouri guy and the Ohio State receiver were getting pretty handsy back there in the secondary.
Oh no! I meant it. Like I didn't look at the secondary. I was just looking at the atrociousness of the no call on the offensive line. Um,
Oh,
the
I got you.
Ohio State's
The backup
backup.
for Ohio State is Lincoln Kinholes.
I'll be
Keenholes.
honest. I don't know who that is.
Me either. I just saw it pop up on the ESPN graphic that we have up where he ran.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of him as a recruit. Like generally, I hear of these guys as recruits, but I get that he's your third string quarterback. But man, it's rough. Ohio State's
Yeah.
punter, I think, has basically been the MVP of the game as he backs Missouri all the way up to the 32-yard line after a good 50-plus yard punt.
Yeah, he's had some great punts in the back half. Week 0, let me know if you got that email or not. Um Let me know if you got that email. If not, I'll resend it.
I'll be honest, I would really, really like to see some points here. It has been a little bit of a dry game where you really, I just like to see some points. I'm a little bit bored here. Even as a fan of neither of these teams, that it's got to be frustrating if you are a fan of these teams.
Yeah, I got the email week 0. Let me know if you got the one I sent back to you with the link to join us. If not, I can send it again. But I got your email. Um, it should be being sent back to you. Let me go look. Let me go check again. Should have sent it to you, but I don't know. It may not have went through. As another third down here for Missouri, 3rd and 6 now for the Tigers.
What's your poll at for this game for your end? Who's winning the poll?
Hold on one second. Let me send this email. Then I'll
Okay.
look on it real quick.
Because right now I'm at Missouri is winning my poll. That's why I ask.
I'm pretty sure mine's still in favor of Ohio State.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine's still in favor of Ohio State. Go check that again, week 0. Go check that one again and see if it went through this time.
Okay, Brady Cook, 3rd and 6, has a man, but incomplete. Should have been a holding call there, I think, in the secondary. The refs are definitely letting them play today.
Which
As
I'm
it's
in favor
probably
for,
going.
to be honest.
Huh?
I said which I'm in favor for, though.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. But I don't. It. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I agree. I think the refs
Nice,
should let them
nice
play,
flop
but
there on the punt returner for Ohio State.
yeah,
Gonna
man.
get the Buckeyes 15 yards. As my poll right now is 55-45 in favor of Ohio State on this one.
Okay, mine's 58-42 Ohio State. Or I'm sorry, Missouri, not Ohio State, Missouri.
I got you. Yeah, this is. I mean, yeah, this is just like watching Iowa play offense. All right, good deal. He got the email, so we'll have week 0 podcast on with us during halftime. As yeah, I mean, this is just like watching. Iowa play offense. It's been. I mean, there's been nothing going for either one of these teams at all. As they're looking, it looked like the Ohio State guy shoved the Missouri guy towards him, but they didn't. He didn't even hit the Ohio State guy. The Ohio State guy flopped like the Missouri guy was 2 steps behind him before he even flinched. He definitely didn't
Yeah.
touch it, but I don't think they picked up the flag on that one.
Wow.
I
That
think
is,
he just
and
got
it
him.
wasn't
I
even a
think he
good
just
act.
got his team an extra 15 yards.
No, no, it looks like they're picking up the
No, yeah,
flag.
they picked it up. They picked it up. Yeah, but that was some pretty good acting from him for sure, though.
It really
He
was.
he
It
about
really.
got away with it. Minute 38 to go. 2 timeouts for the Buckeyes, and Henderson's going backwards. Stopped at the 2.
This has just been.
He actually fumbled on the play, but he picked it back up.
Do you, if you're
Yeah, he
Missouri,
fumbled and then fell on it.
if you're Missouri, do you call timeouts and try to get the ball
It
back?
looked like Drinkwitz did.
Okay.
Yeah, he used his first timeout. So minute 32 now
To
in
be
the
honest,
second quarter.
in my opinion, you wait. You let them run another play and then you call it because you only have 2 timeouts left.
Possibly. I don't know. I feel like at the same time they might try and throw it.
True, that is true.
You would think not, but they might.
I don't know. I feel like you're not even going to chance throwing it because you have basically your third string quarterback in.
It really didn't matter either way because
Yeah.
I mean either way they're going to run down the play clock all the way. They're going to run 40 seconds off the clock whether they do it in between first and second down or if they do it after third down.
Yeah.
I guess the only positive to it is you could possibly force them out of bounds.
True.
On one of these plays, you could potentially force them out of bounds.
But even if you force them out of bounds, then you save a timeout yourself. I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you call the first time out there, you're going to lose the 40 seconds either way. So if you call the first time out, and then the next play you force them out of bounds, then you can stop the clock on all 3 downs. Is Henderson going nowhere there? He stopped at the 1 yard line, and again the timeout from Missouri.
It is. I'll be honest. That was pretty close. Like it wasn't going to be a safety, but like.
No, he just barely had the ball over the line.
Yeah, but like
Zero
if
says
you
so much for taking Brady Cook over in the over on passing yards. Yeah, I don't know what his over mark was, but I know right now he's 3 for 8 for 6 yards, so not looking good. I would
for
imagine his
6,
number was probably in the 200s.
you probably should have took the running yards over because I think that's better.
Yeah, he's already. He's the leading rusher from Missouri at 41 yards.
Yeah,
I don't imagine the yard marker was that high on his rushing numbers.
Yeah, Luke Stover is furious there on the sidelines. As he was the one talking to the offense before Ryan Day finally added some. But his over under rushing, yep, yeah. I don't know. I don't think 215 is a bad bet. Do you? I think that's still, even if he doesn't.
I don't either. I mean, even with 6 yards here, which if they get the ball back right here, he's probably going to pick up. If he can complete the passes, 20 to 40 more.
Yeah,
I think that he could still easily hit that.
The Buckeyes only have 58 total yards. Talk about, I would love that over under. Took the under in that, you pretty much be
Yeah.
guaranteeing yourself.
Yeah, is
Wow.
they're just gonna push Keenholz over the just over the line of scrimmages. There's a flag down now.
Do we have a offsides maybe? And maybe a false start?
I think it'd
I
be
think that's
illegal
a
formation.
yeah, that would make sense.
Oh, an unsportsmanlike conduct on number 15 on Missouri.
Oh, whoa. Talk about a costly penalty.
Yep, that would be first down Ohio State now.
Wow. It's going to be an automatic first down and 15 yards. That's
I mean,
just,
because here's the thing, you're probably not going to score points off of it, and Ohio State's probably not going to either. But Ohio State would have had to punted the ball, snapping it from their own 1.5 yard line.
yeah. You can't do that. And I don't know what he did, to be completely honest with you.
No, I don't either.
I'm watching the
A big
replay now.
a big run for Ohio State now, and they're up to the 35-yard line. And the Missouri quarterback
Whoa.
is, I mean, he's yelling at somebody
Whoa.
on the Ohio State.
Whoa, did you see the replay? The
Which
refs got it
replay?
all. The refs got it all wrong. The replay was the Ohio State guy punching him.
That must have been why the whole defense from Missouri reacted like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, that was a punch thrown by Ohio State.
Man,
That is a
I mean,
big missed
they
call.
usually only catch the second person. So,
Well, I did. The
um,
problem is that I maybe they
well,
didn't do the
wait till you see
play.
this next play. I mean, Williams for number 3 for Missouri about got him another one. I mean,
I
he's
know.
about to fight the whole. Yeah,
I know. Luke Stover, man, that is an angry dude. But like, I'll be honest.
I mean,
I think that,
he's telling him come here. He's telling him come here.
yeah, he really is. But like, I'll be honest. I agree. Week 0, like it is terrible. Like, I don't like it. What? Okay, these refs are playing. Guys, I know the offense has been bad, but that doesn't mean you get to sleepwalk the whole game. One ref's calling in. Dude, you're an idiot.
I mean, to
Call-
be fair, it was an incomplete pass, but you still got to let that play out as Missouri's going to almost get an interception. Man, that would have set him up
wow.
nicely. 48 seconds at the Ohio State 30.
I get that Ryan Day is trying to push it and get some points here, but this is not the way that I would do it, to be honest. Like,
No, I mean it's starting to get to the point to where you could potentially screw yourself over because I mean if he picks that 48 seconds and with these college rules, it's I mean it's very possible that they end up that they end up getting a touchdown out of it.
told you, Lincoln. But
So Ohio State 0 for 7 on third downs here. Missouri 1 for 8 on third downs, and Ryan Day gonna call a timeout here
if
on
you're
third
Ohio
and 10.
if you're Ohio State, do you run the ball? Because like
Honestly, I would.
if you throw the ball, then it's going to be a stoppage of the clock, and it's going to be you're going to have, let's say Missouri gets the ball back with 35 seconds.
That's what I was
That
thinking. I mean, they're probably after the punt, get the ball back with about 35 seconds left. That's plenty of time with the clock stopping after a first down
yeah,
for
and you have
for
Luther
Missouri.
Burden.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For Missouri to end up getting a first down here, and you see Drinkwitz talking to the ref about that personal foul. I would assume that's what he's talking to him about. He looks very unhappy about it.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think he has a right to be unhappy. I think that was a really bad call, and I just don't like it.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think that was a bad call.
But yeah, I think that. Oh, the other thing that I will say is this: we have 13 likes. I'm 2 likes away from my like goal, and let's see how many subscribers I got. And I'm 3 subscribers away. Let's see if we can get there. I know that probably some of my viewers aren't subscribed and haven't liked yet. I know some of my viewers haven't liked yet because I only have 11 and I have 18 viewers.
And Ohio State going to go with a deep shot down the field. A nice pass there. But Clark from Missouri playing great defense, able to get a hand in between the football and the receiver to break that one up. So 43 seconds left, 4th and 10 here. Ohio State going to punt the ball away to Missouri. And, I mean, this could be – you better get a good punt here. Your punter, Jesse Mirko, is averaging 53.6 yards a punt. You better hope he gets all of this ball and punts at that average. As he
And
seems
hope
to get a
Burden
pretty
is
solid punt down to about the 20-yard line. So 29 seconds left. Ball at the 21-yard line here for Missouri. I would imagine Missouri probably just takes a knee and heads into the locker room. Maybe hands the ball off to Schrader, just see if he pops something. Because, I mean, he's a guy you can trust not to really fumble the football, but maybe he can pop a big one or something.
Well, to be honest, the one thing that I would say is I don't like the punt returner letting that drop, because if that doesn't drop, you get at least 4 or 5 more seconds back.
Yeah, it was also a line drive, though, and going to be a hard one for him to catch out. I do like the decision of just letting it drop, though, because you're going to be running into the football. That's going to be a hard one to catch. And you'd definitely rather lose 4 or 5 seconds than potentially muff the ball. As they're going to throw it here, but Cook's going to have to just step up and run. He's not going to get a first down, so clock going to keep running. 20 seconds now and counting down to 17. And Missouri gets set. They're going to get to snap off for 14 seconds, look to throw again. And Cook's going to have a man down to the 48-yard line with 8 seconds left.
You gotta spike the ball here.
Now he gets out of bounds.
Okay. I'm a couple of plays behind you.
Yeah, gets out of bounds to the 48. So I think now you try and work maybe 10, 12 yards down the field, get out of bounds real quick on a quick catch.
Yeah. You got to stay out of bounds, or at least give yourself maybe even do you trust yourself more of a Hail Mary, or because I feel like if you can get like 7, 8 yards for or not 7, 8, but maybe 10 yards for your kicker. Remember, this is the kicker that hit the 62-yarder against Kansas State for the game winner.
Yeah, I feel like you right now you're in position. It's 52 yards to the end zone. Obviously, your guy can throw the football that far. So I feel like you do that. I feel like you do the 10 to 12 yards, try and get some good yardage for your guy to kick a field goal. And if it goes incomplete, then I think that's when you just say, all right, we're just going to throw the Hail Mary.
Yeah. I think that you don't even need to get 10 to 12 yards. I think if you can get maybe 7 or 8, I think you still send him out there.
Yeah, I think so. Is they're going to get the ball to Luther Burden in 3 seconds left. They're going to get, they're going to get about 7 or 8.
Hey,
so we'll see what they do with it.
Well, if you get,
it looks like they're running him out there. Yeah, they're running Beavis out there. They give him 5.
Okay, I still think. Well, you better hope this ain't a kick 6 situation, because this is looking at like a 65-yard field goal. This is a Steven.
For sure.
This is a Steven Gostkowski, Steven Januskowski, the Raiders kicker.
65-yard kick here.
Man, okay, don't tell me anything, because I am like a little bit behind you. Ohio State doesn't have any timeouts. Harrison Mevis has
Missouri gets a delay of game, so we'll see if they're going to let him kick for 70.
How do you get a delay of game there?
They're going to pull him off the field. I really wanted to see him kick that.
Dang. How do you get a delay
of game? So they're going to have to go with the Hail Mary here.
I don't know. Was the clock reset?
Yeah, it reset to 40 as soon as the guy went out of as soon as Burden went out of bounds.
Man, if you're Drinkwitz, you gotta be better than that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say there on that one.
Because I just like, yeah, sure, a 65 yarder there is, I don't know, maybe a 20% shot Mervis makes it, but it at least gets you some points, or at least a possibility. Like,
Yeah,
I just
yeah. I mean, the Hail Mary's not even close. Cook got pressured and he throws it out of bounds. It was a spinning duck. I mean, he didn't even get it to the 10. As they're showing Devin Brown, he's been on the bike pretty much the entire second quarter, just kind of working his legs out, but he's still got a limp on his way back to the locker room. Missouri will get the second half kickoff. So maybe they can get some offense going out of the half because right now, I mean, neither one of these teams able to move the football. As you're looking at a 3-0 game right now. So we're gonna take a quick break, just to refuel before the half here, and then week 0 we'll have you back on as soon as we get back from break. All right. Well, we are back from our quick break. We got week 0 podcast in here with us. How's it going, man? How you doing tonight?
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing good. Good to have you on here. We always enjoy having new guests on with us. What are your thoughts on the game so far, and who you got winning?
Dude, I had Mizzou winning this in a shootout, and it's not going how I thought, man. This is like watching Iowa play Nebraska all over again.
Oh yeah, for sure. I had Missouri as well. I think the football expert took Ohio State, but we really had no idea. We expected a lot of fireworks in this one, and it's just been. I mean, it's been dead so far. Nothing going for either team so far in this game.
Yeah, I think Missouri thought they were in the Big Ten. because they're
Yeah,
playing Big Ten football right
definitely
now.
playing like it. Definitely playing like it. I mean, there's this. I don't think Ohio State has 65 yards of offense, and I don't think Missouri has many more than that. I mean, it's been a terrible game offensively for both of these teams. So, how you feeling about that Brady Cook over?
Not too good. Not too good. I was
This,
I was expecting Cook to, kind of have his way with this Ohio State defense because if I'm not mistaken, I think their top two corners are sitting out this game. I could be mistaken, but I think Burke is sitting out.
I think so, and I think the safety Josh Proctor is also sitting out.
Yeah, so I'm surprised Burden isn't like having his way with this Ohio State secondary.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I know the big leader on defense too, linebacker Tommy Eichenberg. He also opted out. He announced about the same time that Marvin Harrison did earlier today, about an hour before kickoff. He's also out in this game. So I mean, Ohio State down like their big three guys when it comes to pass coverage, and I mean Brady Cook still not getting anything going so far on the night. He's just 5 of 11 for 28 yards.
Yeah, that's not going to get the job done for sure.
No, not at all.
I'm also
Well,
surprised the Missouri defense. I mean, the defense. I know it's Devin Brown in the backup now, but Missouri's defense, if anything, it's like the opposite of how they've played all year.
yeah, it's really been an interesting matchup in my opinion. I think that you've really had a Missouri team step up defensively, but I'll be honest, I've been shocked at that the simple fact that you haven't had any ability or any passing ability from Brady Cook, because I really thought Luther Burden would get a little bit more a little bit more I guess I don't know, attention, I guess, from Brady Cook. Really, the passing game's been off all game long.
Maybe, I mean, I know these teams practice, but I mean, maybe it could be like they haven't played in a month. I mean, I don't know how big that takes into effect, but usually you don't see that. But
I think the main thing that I've really been surprised about with this passing game for Missouri is that with Proctor and with Burke out in the secondary for Ohio State, you don't have that guy that you can just put out there on an island to guard Burden and feel pretty confident about. So I figured he would be getting a lot more of attention from those guys and giving a guy like Theo Weiss from Missouri a chance to kind of make some plays and get some one-on-one coverage and be able to take advantage of it. But I mean, he hasn't really been able to do anything either.
yeah, it's really got this entire Missouri offense kind of like off kilter.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think it really comes down to this when you're looking at this team and when you're looking at this game. I'll be honest, like watching that first half, it does at least give me this. I do think that Missouri at least has the capacity to win this game offensively. I don't trust Ohio State at this point to win it offensively. I think that they're going to need something to happen defensively or special teams wise in order to win this game, just because I don't know if Ohio State's going to be able to get anything going, because Missouri's just going to keep stacking the box until Ohio State's able to beat them over the top. And I would think that Emeka Ibuka has to do something at some point.
Yeah,
I
right
think
now,
that's gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. Go ahead.
I would say, I mean, yeah, right now, I mean, Missouri is not concerned about the passing game at all. They're putting 7, 8 guys in the box and just coming after Ohio State. I mean, they're not worried with, and even when Devin Brown was in and wasn't hurt, they didn't care. They were putting 7, 8 guys in the box and just coming after him, and they're getting a lot of pressure even when they do drop back to pass and just nothing open downfield. And I see Ohio State as a one-dimensional team having a hard time to get anything going offensively to win this game.
Yeah, and I think I'm still confident in my Missouri pick because I don't trust, especially with no Devin Brown, I don't trust this third string quarterback to facilitate the offense. And I really think that it's going to come down to Brady Cook and that offense is going to get going sooner than the Ohio State offense is going to. And I think that's the key in the second half.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, I feel like eventually Missouri's going to get 3 points on the board. And then, you get later in the game and you're going to have to start pushing it with Ohio State. You're not going to be able to just hand it off and keep playing conservative. And I think that might be where you see a turnover, a mistake that ultimately turns the game against you. I could really see that ending up happening for the Buckeyes as a turnover. I trust Brady Cook in this offense a lot more to protect the football than I trust the Buckeyes.
For sure.
Well,
I was going to ask you guys, because I know with the playoff coming around, we kind of did our playoff picks already a couple weeks ago, but how are you guys feeling about the playoff?
Lincoln, you want to go first on that one?
Yeah, I can go ahead. I got Michigan over Alabama. I just feel like Michigan's been the more consistent team. I feel like they're going to be able to dominate the trenches against Bama. And I feel like Michigan is one of the teams that can beat you in a lot of ways. I mean, they showed against Penn State. They can line up and run the ball against you 30 straight times and not throw the ball in the second half and win a football game. And then also send McCarthy out there, let him throw for 250, 300 yards and 3 or 4 touchdowns and go win a game too. And so I really feel like Michigan's going to beat Alabama. And I feel like Texas is going to beat Washington. I know I'm sleeping on Washington, and that's probably dangerous because they're 4-0 outright this year as underdogs. And everybody's just been sleeping on them. And it's, they beat Oregon the first time, and then it comes around to the second time, and everybody's talking about how Washington was lucky. And Oregon's just gonna smoke them the second time, and Washington comes out and dominates the game and gets another win. But I just feel like that Washington defense is too suspect. I think Texas is just the better overall team. And I think Texas will win. And then Texas, Michigan in the national championship's what I got. I just feel like Texas is going to win that game. I just feel like they're more explosive offensively than Michigan is. I feel like they're both great defensively, and I feel like Texas just has that little extra firepower that they're going to need to get the offensive advantage on Michigan.
Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite.
Yeah,
go. You want to go first? Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm kind of the opposite there, Lincoln. I mean, I have been one of those people that is not very high on Michigan all year. I know that they just keep winning, but their schedule was suspect. I don't think that those Ohio State and Penn State wins look as good as they did in the moment. I really, and especially after I saw them struggle with a team like Maryland, who that's the only team they faced with a real dual threat quarterback. And Talia killed Michigan. And the only reason Maryland didn't win that game was because of the turnovers. I don't think Milroe is going to make that many mistakes. And I think Milroe is the entire key to that game. If Milroe goes off and is able to escape like Talia was against Michigan, I think it's going to be one of those games where Michigan loses 10 plus. And Alabama is able to control that game, because I don't think you're going to be able to run the ball down Bama's throat 30 plus times in a row like you were against Penn State. I don't think Bama's going to allow that. And I think what Bama's going to game plan is we're going to say, hey, we're going to stack the box. JJ, go beat us. Go beat Kool-Aid McKinstry on one-on-one. And I just don't know if JJ can do that consistently. And then on the other side, I think Texas has kind of been kind of the same way as Michigan, where they've looked really dominant in certain games. But there was also like a 3-week stretch. I understand one of the games or two of the games, Quinn was still coming back from injury, but that Houston game and I believe the Kansas State game kind of like made me worry a little bit more about Texas. And I think Washington is just so explosive on offense. I think it's going to be a shootout. And I think it's one of those pick'em games, but I think Washington, just because they've had to beat a top 10 team twice, a top 10 team twice, and they came in clutch in the clutch moments, I think that's going to be the decider in that game.
Yeah. And I agree with you, Ryan. I think that I think Bama is able to beat Michigan. To be honest, I cannot pick Michigan. And yeah, maybe it's my Notre Dame fan in me, but I honestly I can't pick Michigan when you're 1-7 in bowl games, Jim Harbaugh, and it's not just a college thing; it's also a general theme in his career. Yeah, he did win some playoff games when he was in the NFL, but when it came to like winning that big game, he just isn't that type of coach. That's the other brother. And I don't see John being able or on that sideline. Maybe Connor Stallings is videoing him in, but I don't see
That's
him
what I was
on
about
that
to
side.
say. Be careful picking against Michigan because remember, Michigan has all of Alabama signs.
Yeah, did you see what Nick Saban told his guys that Isaiah Bond said in the press conference that Alabama wasn't allowed to use their individual iPads because Saban was scared that Michigan hacked him?
that doesn't surprise me.
That is the most Nick Saban thing of all time. But honestly, like you said, and again with Washington, I just think that they're a little more explosive. And I think that they're, like you said, a little bit more I guess battle tested when it comes to the big games, when it comes to better teams. And honestly, and it just comes back to I think Texas and Quinn Ewers is just a little bit less explosive. But honestly, at the end of the day, it comes down to I think who has the ball last. I don't think it's a blowout by any means. I think it's going to be a close game, which is going to do fantastic for streams and everything, which will be nice. But I think that by far and away, these are going to be some great playoff games. And in the national championship game, it sucks to say this. It really sucks to say this, but I just don't see Bama losing this national championship.
Dude, I'm with you. And you know what's crazy is me and the guys were just talking about this yesterday because we do our annual award show on our podcast where we just vote for our own awards and everything. And we were like, we did an award for the most improved team throughout the season. And we're like, I remember when we do what we do every week. We'll do a podcast on Tuesday where we'll review week, like what happened in the week before. Thursday's like our pick'em show where we'll go through each of the games. And we're like, I remember after that Texas game, like, okay, it was Texas. Milrose still new. Nick Saban will figure it out. Then you watch the USF game, and we're like, man, Bama's lucky if they lose more than 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
And then you turn around and where we are now, and it's like, what? This is why you never doubt Nick Saban, man. Like, this might be one of his worst teams that he's ever had at Alabama, and that's crazy to think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but they're still going to probably win the national title.
Also, remember the best team he ever had at Alabama lost 44-16 in the national championship.
Yeah, that's crazy to think.
Don't forget that one.
Yeah. And to be honest, I think it kind of shows how interesting that matchup would be. And it is so disappointing we'll never get it, but how interesting that matchup would have been 2018 Clemson versus 2019 LSU.
Oh my God.
That
Yeah.
would be the all-time greatest national championship.
I would have actually liked to see 2019 LSU versus 2020 or not 2020, 2021 Georgia. Best defense, best offense.
Yeah.
Which one would have won out?
Well, I think it also makes it interesting. What about what about this? That 2012 Bama team that beat the crap out of Notre Dame in the national championship versus the 2018 Bama team that played Clemson. I honestly think that the 2012, in my opinion, I think the 2012 team is Nick Saban's best team of all time, just because I just don't see any Nick Saban team being able to physically impose their will on somebody so definitively.
And that defense,
the entire season.
That defense was insanely talented as well.
Oh yeah.
I honestly think if Notre Dame.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think that 2012 Notre Dame team, if they would have faced anybody else in that top 4, we'd probably be sitting here saying, well, Notre Dame hasn't won a national championship since 2012. but we just ran into that buzzsaw that was Alabama and just couldn't stand up to them.
Well, I think it's also this. If you just look back, this is what annoys me as a Notre Dame fan because it's just you're so close. If Kansas State doesn't screw it up, we beat Kansas State in the national championship if they just were able to beat Oklahoma in that last week.
Yeah.
That is just
man.
it annoys me because there is no doubt in my mind that Notre Dame would have beaten Kansas State just because I think that if Notre Dame played a much less physical team, because like at that point Brian Kelly had done a lot for Notre Dame, but the one thing he hadn't done is brought in a good strength and conditioning program, which he did later on in his tenure, and which is why you have somewhat dominant offensive lines, but that brings up a whole nother issue with teams blanking in big games. But whatever. So I think that you definitely you are talking about a national champion, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
yeah,
and
sure.
Notre Dame fans forget how good Everett Golson was. I'm on the record, and I still believe this. I'll go to my grave saying this. If Everett Golson wins Notre Dame that national title, and if it was against Kansas State, and turns around and doesn't get in trouble for the cheating on his,
yeah,
I think he was gonna win a Heisman Trophy. That kid was so talented and so good, and I think when we brought in Sam Hartman and Notre Dame, it's like he's the best quarterback since when? I'm like, I've only been alive since 2000. And I know people still think Jimmy Clausen was really good, but my top two guys have always been Brady Quinn and Everett Golson at 1 and 2.
Well, I really think, and you can tell me your thoughts on this, but I really think, honestly, if Deshaun Kaiser was on the 2017 team, I think you're competing for the national championship. Though that Miami game still haunts me to this day that you cannot – you go down and just get your rear ends handed to you. And I just can't explain why you just absolutely get smacked around and you almost beat Georgia. And if you beat Georgia, and I know this is on to another point, but if Kaiser is there, we beat Georgia early on in the season. And then we probably don't lose to Stanford at the end of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kaiser screwed himself sure by going. I mean, he left for the draft a year too early.
Oh yeah, and that's
not to mention he got picked by the Browns. So,
but that is the truest statement that Brian Kelly made his whole tenure at Notre Dame was that Deshaun Kaiser went a year early. That is the truest thing he ever said.
He went a year early for both himself and for Notre Dame.
Yeah, he really did. And
he left us with Brandon Wimbush, man.
Yeah.
To be fair, it did give us Ian Book a year later.
Yes.
So, and even though Ian Book obviously was never going to win you a national championship because Notre Dame's roster just wasn't good enough. But like Ian Book, in my opinion, if you put Ian Book on like Georgia's roster the past 2 years, I think he is just as good, if not better, than Stetson Bennett. So I think that
they're basically the same player.
Yeah, so like I think if you have the team around him, I think Ian Book can win you a game. Just look at the North Carolina game in 2020 when he was playing backyard football, running around like it was a 12U game and ran for 30 yards.
Look at the Clemson game in 2020 when he was in a dogfight.
Dude, and why do Irish fans, like I get in arguments all the time with Notre Dame fans. Ian Book gets so much hate from Notre Dame. He's gone. And anytime you bring up Ian Book's name in anything Notre Dame, man, he could never win us a big game. He was one when they were talking about
Clemson.
They're like, well, that doesn't count because they didn't have Trevor Lawrence. But like the thing that always bugs me is like when I think somebody was talking about like Stephen Jelly, and they're like, Stephen Jelly is legitimately just an Ian Book clone. And I commented, I said, what's the problem with that? He's the winningest quarterback in Notre Dame history. And I got absolutely dogged on for it. And I'm like, why do you guys hate him so much? Like, he won you games. I understand he didn't perform in the playoff, but I don't think that was as much on book, but the fact that I don't think I don't think he's a great coach in the big games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 110. Well, it's also this. You ran into two powerhouses of a
Yeah.
program in 2020 Alabama and 2018 Clemson. Like, in my opinion, those are two of the top 5 teams that ever came into the playoff. If not even like top 4. Like, I think you got 2019 LSU, 2018 Clemson, 2021 Georgia, 2020 Alabama. Like, I think that like those are the highest level of teams.
Yeah.
So I can't be mad that you got killed by those teams when in the national championship game, those teams got the teams that they played got beat even worse than what Notre Dame got beat by.
And I don't
And
know if like. Oh, go ahead, Lyndon.
You mentioned those teams are top 4 all time in college football playoff. Not only are they top 4, it's not like they're 3 and 4 in there either. I mean, there's a real case that 2018 Clemson is number 1 and that 2020 Bama team's probably number 3. So like, I mean, you're talking about potentially losing to the best team ever in the college football playoff era, and certainly 2 of the top 3.
Oh, and Lincoln, I don't know if you're a Notre Dame fan or not, but
no, he's a Clemson fan.
I'm a Clemson fan.
See, then the thing that I gotta go here soon because I just got dinner, but the one thing that always irks me is like when Notre Dame gets blown out in a playoff game. See, this is why Notre Dame doesn't deserve to be in the playoff. But when it happens to anyone else, like when Ohio State gets blanked 38-0 by Clemson in a playoff game, nobody talks about it.
That one. I love watching
Nobody talks about it. When Oklahoma gets embarrassed, got 70 points dropped on them in a playoff game, nobody talks about it.
I feel like with Oklahoma, that's because beforehand everybody knows they don't belong.
Yeah, they're just. Talk about, like, if people think that Notre Dame's schedule is weak and that we don't play anybody, look at Oklahoma during Lincoln Riley's tenure. Like, that is a blanket of nobody. And I won't say it for Clemson because obviously Clemson backed it up and played well. But, like, Oklahoma, you win in the playoff. They haven't won a playoff game still, and they were there 4 times.
Like, dude, I had somebody like rank like the worst college football playoff teams ever. They had 2018 Notre Dame worse than 2014 Michigan State. And I was like, what? Like, okay, your credibility just went out the window.
I would say 3 of those 4 Oklahoma teams should all be at the bottom with Michigan State.
Yeah.
You guys don't know how to watch that 2014 Michigan State team, man. That Michigan State team was, oh, God.
They
hot
should
take
not
real
have
quick,
been
though. I still believe that 2016 Washington team was very underrated.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they were extremely underrated.
Oh, but
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was just gonna say, and then I was gonna hop off, but I wanted to appreciate you guys letting me hop on here, and if you guys are free on semifinal night to hop on, I'll definitely hop on for a little bit on your guys' stream, but we'll be live streaming all day that day. My buddy that's an Oregon fan.
We'll have to split the halftimes. The halftimes.
For sure. But my buddy is an Oregon fan. He's going to be live streaming the Liberty game. But anyway, my final point, and then I'm going to hop off. But I still think that 2020 Notre Dame team that made the playoff, I still think if that team would have faced anyone else in that playoff, Notre Dame had a legitimate shot at winning a national title. That Alabama team was just so good. I think 2020 Bama was, or 2020 Notre Dame, that was probably the best Notre Dame team I've seen.
Yeah. And plus, I'll say this. I think Kyron Williams has got to be one of the most underrated players during that year. I think like he was electric. Would you like to say anything to David Cooper before you sign off here, Ryan? But it looks like he's gone. So,
oh no, yeah, I'm sorry. I had to mute for a minute, but
no,
anyway,
you're fine.
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna hop off, but thanks for letting me hop on and talk some ball with you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no problem, man. Appreciate it.
And if you want to hop on anytime during the 2 games tomorrow, you just let us know and we'll send you the link.
All right, for sure, man. You guys have a good one.
You as well.
All right, I'm going to take a quick break real quick, and I'll be right back.
Same here. And we are back here for some coverage of the Goodyear Cotton Bowl. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, guys. I am 3 subscribers away from my goal of 1,400 subscribers. If you guys could help me hit that goal by hitting that subscribe button down below, that would be much appreciated. Cost you absolutely nothing. It's 100% free. As the Buckeyes are driving here, with their third string quarterback in. Technically, it is their second string, with it being with whatchamacallit, being in the transfer portal, Kyle McCord, but still being or still to play. 1st and 10 here from the 32 as you got man in motion here. Oh, you got a block and you got a pass and you got an incomplete pass. A little trickery there with nothing coming from it. 2nd and 10 here from the Buckeyes. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Like the video if you enjoy it. We are so close. Let me see if we have gotten to 15 likes. We are at 14. We are at 16 likes, guys. Thank you for helping me hit that goal. Continue to like down below. It is a great help. Also, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on the game so far? As there's going to be a run here by Keepholtz that's going to get about a yard and a half. Going to make it about a 3rd and 8. Maybe it's Keinholz. I'm sorry if I'm saying that name wrong, but I doubt even the Buckeye fans know his name. The Buckeyes have yet to convert a 3rd down as Missouri brings a bunch of pressure. He is thrown away. It is 4th down here for the Buckeyes as the Buckeyes are probably going to send out the field goal team for a field goal attempt to try to make it a 6-0 ball game. Missouri sent the pressure right up the middle as it was not picked up by the center. Not a good protection there as they had all the guys to block, but the protection was not too good there. First field goal was a 44-yard one. It was made. This is a 48-yard attempt, and it is going to be no good off the upright. It is going to stay 3-0 as the Missouri Tigers are still struggling offensively, and Ohio State has only had 5 total plays in Missouri territory. That's going to be it for a few minutes. I will be back. I'm going to get a drink here, fill up my drink, but it is 3-0 as the Buckeyes take on the Missouri Tigers in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl. And we are back here of our coverage of the Goodyear Cotton Bowl as Missouri is taking on Ohio State. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button down below if you've not already. Also, make sure that you make sure you hit that like button as well. And put your comments in the comment section. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 views. We are at 900 right now on my end. As Missouri is going to get a 3-yard carry here up the right-hand side. 2nd and 7 here for the Tigers. As you definitely got a little bit of work to do here for Missouri. Really looking to see if you can get their passing game going a little bit. It has been very stagnant from the passing attack, as you've only had 6 total passing yards. Add 2 to that total, as you are going to get a 2-yard catch from the tight end Norfolk, sorry, I'm about to call them a naval base, Norfleet. So it's going to be 3rd and about 6 here for the Tigers. A big setup, a big down here as Missouri is 1 for 9 on 3rd downs, which is not as bad as Ohio State's 0 for 9. You do have Burden down at the bottom of your screen. Got a man in motion at the top. Brady Cook under some duress, as he's going to pick up the 1st down and a little bit more, as he's going to get into Ohio State territory all the way to the 49-yard line. Good read there by Cook as he danced around in the pocket a little bit and then got out, being able to beat a man across the edge and really being able to scamper as the yard marker being able to get across it, as he's been 13 rushes for 51 yards, has looked good throughout the game on his legs, but passing attack-wise, there has been quite a lot of struggles, as we are going to continue our struggles here for Missouri with a bobbled snap, not a good snap, over Brady Cook's head. Not only do you lose a down there, but you also lose about 8 yards. It looked like nobody was ready. That is not what you're looking for as a team. Okay, 2nd and 18 here for the Tigers. Brady Cook in the backfield. Motions out his running back, as you're going to get about 2 yards on that. Or that's not his running back. That's Burden in the backfield. Sorry, couldn't see the number. I knew it wasn't Cody Schrader, but I couldn't see who it was. You got 3rd and 16 here. I'm going to expect that you're going to look for Burden somewhere around the field, as you have only thrown 10 passing yards all game long. That is just wow. That is almost amazing. Schrader back in the backfield. Burden up at the top of your screen. Got some passing yards developing, but Jack Sawyer gets to him, as that's going to be another sack there for the Buckeyes as they continue to impose their will on the defensive line. Missouri just doesn't have much going. Yeah, man, they're getting beat up all along the offensive line. To be fair, he did hold the ball for a little bit long, but there was also nobody open downfield, as this Missouri team continues to struggle offensively. So they're going to have to punt on 4th and 23. Ball is going to be caught at the 24-yard line. We're going to take a break here, and we'll be back with some more coverage in a minute. And we are back here from commercial break as Ohio State hands the ball off to Travion Henderson, who loses a yard. As that has definitely been the story of the ball game, as pretty much nothing has been going on in the trenches other than Missouri beating up Ohio State's offensive line. It has been a slugfest, guys. 2.8 yards of play for Missouri and 2.9 for Ohio State. 115 total yards for Missouri, 108 for Ohio State. It has
Yeah,
been.
they mentioned earlier only 77 combined pass yards.
Wow. I can't even believe it's. Are you sure it's been that many?
Yeah, that's what they said. Well, Devin Brown had like 30.
Okay. Well,
Cook has
Brady
close
Cook
to
only
30.
No, Cook has 10.
He's got 33.
33 from where?
7 of 14 for 33, and Keenholz is 1 of 6 for 24.
I'm trying to remember where he got the other passing yards from. Oh, it was at the very end of the half.
At the end of the half.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like, man, this has just been. It's been a frustrating game because I feel like both of these teams have the ability to be able to play well, but they really just have struggled.
Yeah, it's been just such a slow game. Nothing really happening. I mean, you look here at the unavailable Buckeyes. Kyle McCord transfer, Marvin Harrison opted out, Fleming transfer, Chip Traynham transfer, Lathan Ransom injury, and Tommy Eichenberg injury.
Travion on the outside going to get about 8. At least they're moving the ball a little bit now. Getting to the outside definitely helpful. Yeah.
Big run for Henderson now up across midfield to the 48 of Missouri. And that missed field goal for Ohio State may be the biggest play of the game so far.
Or the delay of game on Missouri.
Yeah, either one of them.
The attempt that was never attempted. Interesting. I'll definitely say this: the more Ohio State opens up the run game to have a little bit more kind of like dynamic runs, it's definitely been helpful.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. I'm 3 away from my goal. It'd be fantastic if we could hit that by the end of the night.
Yeah, but I'm 16 away from mine, so it would be great if we could also hit that over here.
Where are you at?
1,159.
Wow, you've gained a lot more than I have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've gained 12 so far tonight.
How many views have you gotten?
I'm sitting at right under 1,000, 940.
Okay, I'm at 974. Okay.
And this is definitely by far got to be the best stream for Roundup.
Oh, 110%. Let me check the view count for Roundup. It's at least 400.
Yeah, I think it's more than that. I looked earlier, like early in the first quarter, it was over 350.
It's at 381.
Okay, so it's kind of died down from the beginning.
Yeah, Roundup really slowed down. It is at 39 subscribers, though. We have gotten 4 subscribers.
Okay, well, that's good, yeah.
Hey, I'm 2 subscribers away. 2 subscribers. Is there anybody in the crowd that hasn't subscribed? I'd really like to hit 1,400. Like, that would be nice. We have gotten more subscribers during this stream than Ohio State and Missouri have gotten points.
Yeah, by a lot. We're getting close to getting more than they have pass yards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although they are about to catch us on the punts.
That is true. That is true. Hey, I'm at 18 likes. It'd be nice if we could get to 20.
It's nice. Yeah, I hit my 10 likes. Would hope for 15, 20 likes, but I'll take 10. That's solid. 66 votes in our poll. 58% say Ohio State. 42% going with Missouri in this one.
Mine is 40 votes, 57-43 Ohio State.
Okay, so not bad, not bad.
So pretty fair, especially with it being the score that it is. But yeah, so definitely good to hear from Ryan and the guy and Week Zero Productions. Make sure as well as go check them out and Sorgy Stories and Scotty B, the Baylor King, all the friends of the channel.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was great getting to meet Ryan tonight. And look forward to doing more streams and stuff with him later on.
100%, yeah.
Although I might have to get somebody else on here. I don't know if I can take you two Notre Dame fans by myself.
He even thought you were a Notre Dame fan.
I know.
Oh man, that was funny. But let's see here. A good day for both of us, as both of our teams got the W's. But man, I don't know. This game has just been rough to watch. I'll be honest. It really has just been rough to watch. Like 115 yards to 139 yards. Oof. Oh, did you see what David Cooper said, Lincoln?
Sorry, what was that?
Did you see what David Cooper said?
Oh yeah, maybe the worst stream he's ever seen. He was definitely thinking he was about to watch the actual game.
Yeah.
He definitely thought he was about to watch the actual game. But you know what? Don't be mad at me. Just go get ESPN.
Yeah, you can do that on your own. This is commentary.
$9.99 a month. Don't be mad at me. Just pay the $10.
Well, I don't know if you can directly pay for ESPN.
ESPN Plus will include all of it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it actually includes like the ESPN network, but like all the games are also on ESPN Plus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't have ESPN Plus, and I don't really care.
Spanish mode is definitely on ESPN Plus, so I mean, at the least you can watch it with no volume.
Yeah,
you can listen to us and watch the game.
To be fair, like the Spanish announcers are generally more entertaining than the English ones.
Yeah, if you can understand them.
Yeah. Well,
they usually are more enthusiastic about it.
Well, even if you don't understand them, I still think that they're better.
Yeah, they're just so much more enthusiastic about it and get into the game. My favorite call is the Spanish announcer calling Deshaun Watson's pass to Hunter Renfrow.
Oh yeah,
Chris Fowler was kind of lame about it, but the guy on the Spanish broadcast, he was so hyped and into it. He loved it and was so enthusiastic about it.
I know this is terrible, but imagine if Gus Johnson was doing a Spanish broadcast. Like
I don't know if I can handle that.
Him in a rapid Spanish voice, that would be interesting to just listen to.
Oh yeah.
Because like he's already as quick and energetic and stuff like that. Like it's just fun to watch soccer highlights sometimes because they're just so much more entertaining than these boring guys like Dusty and Dave.
Oh yeah, just with the commentary. Schrader a big run here for another first down after a nice pass to Theo Weiss. Big hit by
Lorenzo Styles.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Big hit by your boy Styles on that one.
Well, that wasn't my boy Styles. That was his
I know.
brother.
That was the one you wanted to come. You were hoping his brother would get him to come.
Yes. I will be honest. I am disappointed by that. I will be honest.
Which, I mean, he hasn't seemed to be great. I mean, he's been solid, but
Which styles, the younger or older?
both of them.
The younger one has been pretty good. The older one has kind of struggled at Ohio State, even as a wide receiver.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Like the younger one's been solid, but I mean, he still hasn't been anywhere near what he was being portrayed out of high school. I mean,
Well,
the dude was he
he's
was
only a
what
redshirt sophomore.
he was what a five, was he not a 5-star though? Or
Yeah, he was a
high
5-star.
4-star? 5-star?
He was a 5-star.
Like, no, not that he's played bad, but he also, I mean, he hasn't been great either. As Cook on the designed run on 1st and 15, he's gonna get a first down, maybe a flag. Looks like they're gonna keep the flag in their back pocket, but nice delayed QB run, and Cook just able to outrun Styles and get to the edge and get out of bounds there, close to a first down, if not a first down. Be about 2nd and 1 if they don't give it to him.
What do you think
And it
about
looks
Missouri?
like they will give it to him.
What do you think about Missouri going into next season? With What do you think about Missouri going into next season with bringing all of these guys back except for Cody Schrader, which I think, yeah, sure, it sucks and he's good, but he's replaceable.
Yeah, running back, he's replaceable. As a big shot down the field, Missouri finally gets a big play through the air down to the 15-yard line.
Oh,
Big
wow.
catch
Who's
now,
that
and
to?
they're in the red zone to Johnson on the catch. Huge throw and catch to down to the 15-yard line of Ohio State. And Missouri hurrying up. They're getting set on the line quick. If they snap the ball, they're going to catch Ohio State with too many men on the field. I don't think they threw the flag though. I don't think they threw the flag. Ohio State had 2 men running off the field. That the back guy didn't get off in time, but I don't think any of the referees caught it.
Wow. I don't know how you don't catch that.
Watch that. I mean, they're running right up there by the ref, and Missouri hustles to the line. I don't think they caught it.
There was definitely a guy on the field. I just saw the play. There was definitely one of them was still on the field. One of them was off, but the other one was definitely on.
Yeah, the first guy, he barely made it off, but the back guy, he was definitely on. And they're going to review it now to see. Yeah, they'll throw the penalty marker there on Ohio State.
You're allowed to review that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can review too many men on the field.
Okay.
Did both of them even get off? Now that they look at this angle from the top, I don't think either one of them did. No.
Yeah.
No, neither guy got off.
It's hard to tell on that initial shot, but like that at least one of them is off. So
yeah, when it shows the top view, the one guy never puts a foot down out of bounds to get out, and the guy, the big old lineman behind him, he takes 2 or 3 more steps before he gets out of bounds.
Yeah. Hey guys, 2 subscribers away, 2 likes away. Come on, two. That's all I need. That's all I need. Yeah, the guy Brady Cook was halfway turned around by the time the second guy got off the field.
Yeah.
Brady Cook was already taking a nap by the time he was off the field. It was terrible. And the funny thing is that's the referee's job, like the ref himself's job to check that, and he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, he's right there by the sideline on the marker. How do you not see the guys running off?
Well, no, not the boundary or not the line judge, but the ref himself. That's his job, is to check.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like the head ref that lines up behind the play.
Yeah.
He was more over to that side of the field. They're running across in front of him.
Yeah.
But it looks like Missouri's gonna do a false start here and just move them right back.
Oh my gosh, we did all of that just for Missouri to screw it up.
Yeah, false start just to go straight back.
And this is the first red zone trip by either team tonight.
They're going to call a substitution infraction on Missouri.
A substitution? We just came out of a timeout, you morons.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I oh
But
my
does it not really feel like if Missouri can get a touchdown here that they will be pretty close to winning the game? Is Missouri may be out with maybe without their quarterback now as Brady Cook takes a huge hit on the sideline. He gets up, but he's definitely in pain. As he gets down to about the 5-6 yard line, and he's going to be glad the quarter's over. He can rest a little bit. He's holding that shoulder. He is in a lot of pain. Um, we're going to take a quick
ooh,
break right here. Yeah,
ooh,
you see that hit? That's a pretty stout hit.
yikes. That is oof. That one
Yeah,
that's gotta
that
hurt.
was a
You're
pretty
gonna
stout hit on him.
yeah,
Oh
but
yeah. Oh
let's
yeah.
take a break and
Oh
we'll be
yeah.
back to start of the fourth quarter. And we are back here with our coverage of the Goodyear Cotton Bowl. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Help me reach my goal of 1,400 subscribers and like the video as well. Make sure that you also let us know what are your thoughts and opinions on this game. Help me reach that goal by hitting that 2 subscribers away. Let's see if we subscribers. We got over 20 people on right now. See if we can hit that subscriber goal. Just hit that subscribe button down below. It doesn't cost you guys a thing. But we're going to continue our coverage here as Missouri is in the red zone, has played better on this drive. And for the first time all game, they are in the win probability is 54% Missouri. And this is big. This is really, really big.
And for the first time all game, we get a touchdown.
And yeah, that is massive as you get a touchdown. So touchdown means subscriptions, guys, right? But Cody Schrader getting in the end zone, a big play there for Missouri. What are your thoughts on that drive as we focus on a game that is turning into kind of an interesting one here?
That was pretty impressive. I mean, they haven't done anything all game, and then they go 8 plays, 95 yards down the field, and kind of look like what we expected from them all game.
Yeah, definitely expected a much more high-powered offense by at least one of these teams. whether it was Missouri or Ohio State. But that missed field goal by Ohio State, that really could come back to haunt you if you're not able to get within this game. You really could struggle if you can't, if you mess this up with it here. But yeah, so Missouri, what do you think Ohio State does here in response? Do you think that they go through more of the air, or do you think that they try to go on the ground? Well, it looks like Lincoln is gone for the moment. So Harrison Mevis ready to kick it off here for Missouri for only the second time all game long. Mervis gets the kickoff, and it is going to be a touchback here for the Buckeyes as they will get the ball here at the 25. John Forrester back, touchdown for the Tigers, a big touchdown for the Tigers, as you really haven't had really any offensive presence all game long, and you hit that big pass down the field, which is really what I think set up the ability to be able to drive down the field. And getting that pass, you finally do it, and you're on the board. So Tigers once again coming out on defense. Ohio State has been getting a little bit more on the ground as of late. So I kind of wonder how that will end this game particularly. I think that it could be helpful, but we'll see. As you get a snap, you get a fake handoff and plenty of time to pass, and they get a big pass play that gets them all the way to midfield. As John saying, let's go get fired up, Tigers. You're going to need something here because Ohio State has finally been able to show some life this last couple of drives. And I think that you definitely could be seeing a little bit of an improvement there. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Like I said, I am 2 subscribers away, and we are 2 likes away from my goal of 20 likes. You get another pass play that gets you all the way into Missouri territory at the 42-yard line. It's looking like a good drive here for the Buckeyes as we're starting to turn into that ball game that we've been looking for all game long.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm back now. Sorry about that, but yeah, just the back and forth game that we've been looking to. Got a 3rd and 1 from the 41-yard line of Missouri, and a nice play there from Ohio State. Keenholz just kind of looked like he was going over to the sideline to get a call or looking over there, and then hurried up to the offensive line and got the snap. Went on the QB sneak, picked up a 1st down.
Definitely a good response here from the Buckeyes, being able to get a 1st down. I would expect a little bit more of a Mecca and Buka on the remainder of this drive. As
For sure, you
hey,
would think so.
Yeah, did you see what his name was?
Yeah, I saw that earlier. Whenever I forget who asked who the guy was in it. Adam, I saw the name. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, he had a nice little scramble there, pick up about 3 yards on 1st down. He was getting pressured, nice feel in the pocket, able to step up and get a few yards out of it instead of losing 4 or 5.
Yeah, definitely.
So 2nd and 8 now. They're about in that field goal range, but their kicker already missed one tonight. Handoff to Henderson. He's going nowhere. Stopped at the 40-yard line. Loss of 3 on the play.
So let's see here. So after the second down play, what do you got here? You got third and what?
11
Third and
from the
11.
40. Need the 31, about the 30 and a half.
You really need to get a first down to be comfortable in field goal range, because I don't think anything more than 50 yards you're comfortable with kicking.
Looked like they had a catch there, but it's going to be broken up late. That would have been very nice to get. I mean, you'd have been down to the 35-yard line. If he would have, if he could have pulled that in, you would have felt a little bit more comfortable about that kick. But I mean, I think now you probably got to punt it and pin them deep. Yeah, that's what Ohio State will set up to do.
Yeah. I don't see how you can trust. If it's Harrison Mevis, you go out there and you ding it right through the uprights. But I guess hit it right through the uprights. But if you're the Ohio State kicker, not so much.
No.
To be
Because
fair,
he missed what, a 40 something yard field goal earlier.
48. To be fair, he did
Yeah.
miss it on the top of the upright. He hit the upright. So, yeah.
Yeah, and he had a 49-yarder for their 3 points straight. I mean, straight down the middle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's not a bad kicker by any means, but
Well, it was a 44-yarder he did.
oh, was it 44?
Yeah. But got 30 people watching, so far so good. Good stream.
Yep. Yeah, it's been good so far. I'm up over 1,000 views. Just looking to get a few more subscribers. Close in on that.
Yep.
Close in on that 1175 mark.
Yeah, definitely. I'm 2 subscribers away. I just need 2 people to hit that subscribe button. That's all I need to get to that goal. I really haven't had a lot of
It's
subscribers.
crazy to me to think that 2 years ago we were. I mean, I don't even think you were at 500.
No, I was
And
at.
I was sitting at, I think you're at 300 something.
Yeah,
And
I
I was
was
sitting
at 221.
Yeah, and I was sitting at 64
That
coming into these bowl streams.
It's crazy how far our channels have come, both on a level of production level, and everything like that. So
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely the best idea for both of our channels that either one of us ever had, was for me to stream that Alabama-Cincinnati game.
Oh yeah, 100%. The funny thing is that one has done better than any one we've ever had.
Any of them. 68,000 views.
Yeah, and like with this
And the
stream,
Georgia-Michigan that night was better than any of the other ones.
Yeah,
It got me about 48,000.
Well, mine, I think it only got me about 7,000.
Yeah,
But still,
yeah.
but like
It's
for
been
me,
weird. Mine have generally always kind of done better on the streams, but on the actual videos, yours have always done better than mine.
which is fair because my videos are better. Not joking. But no, not at all.
I would say you are more consistent with them.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree with that. I think, especially when I think that my my videos definitely tend to be a little more consistent, both in time wise and in amount of videos I put out, because I try to keep every video between 8 to 12 minutes, one way or another. So that's the one thing that I have tried to do, both on like a level that, like, I would like to do that on a personal level, to be able to, because I think watching it 8 to 12-minute video is what I would like to watch, about that length. Plus I think that works out for YouTube likes that as well. So I think on a personal level, that's why I do that, is because both YouTube likes it and it's what I like as well, is about that time length.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I will be right back.
All right. Got a 1st and 10 from Missouri here at about their own 20. That's their good punt from Ohio State. Cook gonna drop the throw and he's gonna get nailed. Sack back to the 14, loss of 6 on the play, bring up a 2nd and 16 here for him. It's now 6 sacks on the night for Ohio State, just 3 for Missouri. I still don't really see Ohio State being able to overcome this touchdown. I think this touchdown is going to be enough for Missouri as long as nothing on the defensive side of the football happens, any turnovers or anything like that, is they're going to get Ohio State to jump, have a free play here, and they got the big connection down there to Theo Weiss. About a 20-yard catch, be a first down for Missouri, as they got to take the shot after Ohio State jumped. Both defensive ends for the Buckeyes jumped. What a job by Brady Cook just to squeeze that in between the two defenders to Weiss for about a 20, 25-yard gain there. Yeah, up to the 45-yard line now. About a 30-yard gain. Brady Cook he's getting a few more passing yards now. He might hit that 250 or 216 that week 0 was needing him to hit. As Schrader going to be hit hard near the sideline, but he'll pick up about 7 yards, and a flag comes in now for good measure. I mean, he was clearly a step out of bounds as Proctor hit him on that one. I thought Proctor was out for this game, but I guess he's playing. And they're gonna tag him with the personal foul for the late hit out of bounds, and that's gonna give Missouri 15 more yards as their offense is starting to come alive here late in this game. And some of that has been helped out for sure from this Missouri team. I mean, from this Ohio State defense and just penalties and stuff. They got it first and 10 now up in Ohio State territory, and it's looking good for Missouri, especially if they go down and get a touchdown here. I mean, they're 32 yards away from it, so if they can go down and get a touchdown here, that would be huge. Is Schrader going to get helicoptered? Only picks up a yard, bring up 2nd and 9. He's took a beating in this game, but he's been able to get some decent run going. He's got about 86 yards on the ground, 87 yards on 21 carries so far tonight in a touchdown. So he may hit that 100-yard mark.
It's going to be pretty close whether he does or he doesn't.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If Missouri can get a touchdown here, I think it pretty much locks it up.
Oh, for sure. As Schrader going to run about 8 yards now. So he's kind of closing in, just needs 5 more yards to get that 100-yard mark.
Yep. I'm still 2 away on my subscribers, guys. Come on. 2 away. Schrader's so close to first down there. And really, honestly, just breaking it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they just barely did get him down. As it doesn't look like Missouri's going to get it. Nope. Hit at the line of scrimmage. So on 3rd and 1, they're unable to get anything.
I think you got to go for it, right?
No, you definitely kicked the field goal here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely kicked the field goal.
Yeah, I guess you.
It looks like Missouri's going to go for it, though.
I don't know. I feel
going to call a timeout now. I think he's going to kick it.
I feel like I don't know. I'm kind of mixed and torn. At least you can't kick a field goal and tie or take a lead if you're Ohio State. You got to get them to get a touchdown.
But I just feel like you've contained them all night. You've contained them all night, but they're still so talented. You want to kick the field goal because points have been so hard to come by in this game, and you don't want to blow one coverage and let them hit one of those 5-star receivers for a touchdown
Yeah.
and end up losing the game because of it.
True. It's going to be a tough decision either way, but like if I'm the coach, I probably go for it here. Give it a Shroud or give it a Schrader. So
It's obviously higher risk, higher reward for sure. Because if you get a touchdown, the game is basically over.
Oh yeah. I think you just kind of, in my opinion, I would trust my defense. With how Missouri's playing, I'm going to trust the defense.
Yeah, I definitely see that. I just think with the talent Ohio State has, at any moment you could have a busted coverage.
Oh, 110%. 110%. The
You
only
could have a
problem
busted
is
coverage in there, you have a touchdown.
I don't know if I trust this quarterback to hit that even with the busted
Well,
coverage.
he's made several good placed accurate passes.
True. But
He hasn't
still, it's
completed all of them, and also too the only passes he's completed have been deep passes. Like
yeah.
he's only has 3 completions for 57 yards.
Yeah.
So
To be
he's
some of that stuff is after the catch though.
oh it is, but he's definitely pushing the ball. I know he's hit it at least 2 decently big passes of over 20 yards each, I think.
Mhm.
So no, he definitely sees the receivers down the field.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's
And a lot of
definitely
it hasn't even been on him, but more of the offensive line not giving him time. I mean, he's faced pressure almost the entire time.
Yeah, he has. Hey, we got a jump in viewers there. Let's see if the viewers can hit that like and subscribe button. We're all the way up to 40 viewers at the moment. That's the most we've been at in quite some time. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Closing
Yeah,
in on
let's help
four.
on American Football Network. Let's get to that goal of 1,175. We're 15 away. We just need 15 of you guys to help us out.
Hey,
And did you hit your goal, or are you still 2 away?
one away. I'm one
1
away,
away.
guys. One away. It'd be much appreciated if you could be that 1400 person to hit that subscribe button. Plus, we're one away from 40 subscribers on Roundup. So you'd also be the 40th subscriber on Roundup, which is where we do our podcast channel and some of our longer format videos. So,
And Drinkwood's playing aggressive here. They go for it and they get it.
and it looked. Is that the same thing they did last
Same
time?
exact play. Same exact play.
Wow, that is
Yep, fake
ballsy.
the
That
pitch
is
and have
ballsy.
Schrader as the lead blocker. Cook follow right in behind him. Same
It,
play.
it,
They didn't get 8
it's
yards off of it this time, but they only needed 1, and that they got 2. So
it's a good play. It's a really good play design.
and now Schrader on a huge run. He's down inside the 10 to about the 9. And he's at that 100-yard mark. Big game for him in his last college game here at Missouri.
Yeah, definitely.
This is his last year, right? He doesn't have any more eligibility, does he?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
done. He's done.
I didn't
This
think
is
he
his
did because
last year.
I know he played some Division II, and then he also walked on at Missouri and was there for it more than just this year, earning a
Yeah, he's been there for
scholarship.
2 years.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So, hey, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below, especially if you're that viewer on Roundup and haven't already. Also, Cody Schrader getting 4 yards there, making it 2nd and goal. This is
Well,
it's
dang,
coming down to the
we lost a subscriber over here on American Football Network, but he's got Luther
Oh,
Burden in the end zone for a touchdown.
wow, big play there. Hey, we'll see if some Mizzou
7-yard
fans show
touchdown
up.
catch. 7-yard touchdown catch there from Luther Burden from Brady Cook. And that, I mean, I think that should just about wrap this game up.
Yeah,
I
I
don't see
think it's
Ohio
pretty
State
much.
being able to come back from that.
It's definitely interesting.
Oh
Man,
yeah, for
you
sure.
have
I think
you've
it's about
gained more subscribers, but do you look at the viewer difference at the moment?
yeah, it's a huge difference right now.
I'm still there. It's so close, guys. It's so close. We're so close. Oh well. Let's hope we can hit it. Harrison Mevis barely tucked in that extra point, but oh well.
Yeah, he did. Hey, we got our subscriber back.
Hey, there you go.
I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Oh, nice. Oh, John, talking about some NASCAR racing. Nice. What's your favorite racetrack then? Basically, my NASCAR. I will say this: my NASCAR knowledge is pretty much the video. Is pretty much the video game. I know that's terrible, but it's pretty much the video game. What's your favorite track there? Is it Daytona or Indy or um, out in? I'm trying to think of other ones. I think there's one in Charlotte. Um, I know that's not as famous. One in Miami, stuff like that. But yeah, so we're gonna take a quick break and then we'll be back right after this commercial break. And we are back with our coverage of the Goodyear Cotton Bowl as we are counting down the minutes until the winner is declared. 5 minutes and 12 seconds of game time left. Unfortunately, I will be doing the remainder of this solo as Lincoln is recovering from the flu, but he should be better for tomorrow's stream. Definitely has been toughing it out through this stream. So glad to have him with us as long as we have. And definitely hope that he will be better tomorrow as we are closing in on our goal of 1,400 subscribers on my channel and on American Football Network, 1175 is the goal, as it is looking like he is at 11 1,159 still. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button over there. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button over at the other channels, Roundup and everything else. But it is good to have each of you here throughout this streaming process, as it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort to do each of these streams. So, but we're going to take a quick break. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not already. I am one subscriber away from 1,400. I keep saying it because I am just so close. But definitely hit that subscribe button down below. And we are back here once again with our coverage of the Goodyear Cotton Bowl as Ohio State, with their last gassed attempt at redemption in this game, as Lincoln Neal Holtz drops off the pass as Emeka Mbuka gets away there, gets about another few yards on that, as he is looking to have himself a big game here. Make sure that, hey, we hit the 1,400 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much for helping me reach 1,400 subscribers. I am so excited to finally have announced I have hit that 1,400 mark, as Lincoln gets the pass. Going to be a little bit low there to Carnell Tate. It's going to be dropped 2nd and 10 here for the Buckeyes. 4:41 left in the game, as the Buckeyes have to get a score here, preferably a touchdown, but you can settle for a field goal. So depending on how you play, definitely can settle for a field goal. But got a penalty marker that's looking like it's going to be a false start there on the Buckeyes. Just not going to help their cause. It's going to be 2nd and 15 here for the Buckeyes, as Ryan Day is not happy. That penalty is going to be on number 0, Xavier Johnson. So, yep. But we got an Ohio State team that has been held to under 200 yards of offense, 192 to be specific. It has really been a slugfest, and Ohio State has really struggled offensively, with those 3 points coming in a drive that they only went 20 yards overall. So it wasn't even a big, long drive. So it definitely has been a struggle throughout the day, as Missouri is going to call the second timeout. Cody, good to see you're still here. Yeah, definitely not a high score tonight. It has been a struggle for both teams, but Missouri has finally got it clicking offensively during this fourth quarter. That's really going to see Eli Drinkowitz get his first New Year's Six win as the as a head coach generally, but as the Missouri head coach, winning Missouri's biggest game in over a decade. When it comes to postseason implications. So definitely big time there. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for helping me reach that 20 like goal. But definitely so we finish this out 2nd and 15 here for the Buckeyes. 4:41 here on the clock at their own 37-yard line. Looks like Missouri is going to play cover 2. They're going to hand the ball off to Travion Henderson, who's going to get about 6 yards on the play, 7 yards on the play. The SEC will be 1-2 in bowl games. Yeah, the SEC does get a win here. As you're going to get a pass, going to get about 6 yards. Again, going to make it 4th and 2. Sorry, not second and anything. 4th and 2. Definitely going to go for it here as it is 4 minutes left in this game. Gets the pass off, and it's going to be a first down there for the Buckeyes to Emeka Mbuka. 4 minutes left in this game as Ohio State needs to get a score here, preferably a touchdown, but you can get away with a field goal here as well. Make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Comment all your thoughts and opinions down below. We read all the comments, so make sure that you let us know what your opinions are. So we're closing in on about 1,500 views here on this stream as Lincoln Kienholz gets rid of that pass, and Mbuka, the intended target. Going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Buckeyes. 3:25 left here on the clock as the Buckeyes need a big play here in order to get something going. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Help us reach our goals. You guys have been so incredible and have helped me reach 1,400 subscribers. Would like to say thank you to everyone that is subscribed. So definitely a big time play there. We got a flag here on. I would think it's on. 1 second here. We're going to see what the flag is. It's going to be encroachment on Missouri. That's going to give Missouri 5, or going to give Ohio State 5 yards. So definitely hit that subscribe button down below. Help us reach that goal as Ohio State continues to drive. Missouri gets after Lincoln, and it's going to be an incomplete pass there. 3rd and 5. There for the Buckeyes. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Yes, Cody, we will be streaming all New Year's Six bowl games, playoffs, everything, starting at noon tomorrow. Then at the 4 o'clock game, we'll be at each of those games, as it looks like I would think it's going to be an incomplete pass, but they are going to rule it a fumble. It looks like they are going to play. Yes, but we will be streaming for all the bowl games. New Year's Six bowl games. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, notification button. You will get all your commentary that you need or want here at the Football Expert, American Football Network, and College Football Roundup. That looks like it's a fumble there. So fumble there on Ohio State. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit all that notification bell. Never miss another video. See if we can get 1,500 views on this video before we head out. It's kind of a hard one to get because the ball looks like it's knocked out and then his arm goes forward. I think that this is going to be What's your favorite bowl games to watch? I'm excited. I'm probably most excited for the playoff games. I know that's kind of cliche, but this year I think that playoff game wise, that it more than most definitely that the best games are going to be the playoff. Probably the one I'm most looking forward to is Texas and Washington, two programs that haven't really had a ton of playoff success before, / they haven't won a playoff game. So I'm excited to see what that brings for these teams. So I'm really excited for the playoffs as a whole. So John said the WWT Speedway hometown NASCAR racing track. I am going to the Brickyard 400. Okay, nice. WWT, what does that stand for? I know that is probably going to show my lack of knowledge when it comes to this racing world, but what does WWT Speedway stand for? Okay, second down here for Missouri as it is going to be 2nd and 7. Ohio State did take a timeout. I assume that they will use all of their timeouts to try to slow down the clock. So make sure you like, subscribe. 66 votes on the poll, and Missouri is winning by an edge of 53-47. So I'm going to go ahead and end that poll. As it's pretty much going to wrap up the poll, as it looks like Missouri is going to come away with the victory here. Cody, we got an Alabama-Texas rematch. I think it's going to be close. I think Alabama gets the win, but I don't know about the Texas-Washington game. I think that game's a little bit closer. I think Washington pulls it out, but I'm not 100%. It could go either way. Cody Schrader, showing his muscles there as he gets pushed forward for the first down, which is pretty much going to wrap up this game as Ohio State. I didn't see whether they called a timeout or not, as Cody Schrader gets all the way down to the 40-yard line on that rush. They did not call a timeout, and Cody Schrader is going to be stopped in the backfield for 2nd and 10 as Ohio State looks to probably call a timeout here. Cody Schrader passes Tyler Beatty, the running back from 2021, who had 1,600 yards for the Tigers, 1,604 yards to be specific. Cody Schrader now has 1,652 yards. Also passing Devin West, the running back from 1998, who had 1,578 yards earlier today. So definitely a big game there for the Tigers. Make sure that you guys hit the subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are in the subscription down below. Have had a good amount of viewers, but especially now, later on in this game as we come to an end. So definitely help us hit those goals subscription-wise. 3rd and 5 here for the Tigers. So there's about 2:20 left on the clock. Really, ESPN is showing on their graphic the pass down the field. I really think that was the deciding factor in this game, was that one pass down the field that really made the difference in this game, that really set off Missouri's ability to get down the field when it comes to this game. So 2:17 left on the clock, 3rd and 5 here from Missouri. Their second half offense has been tremendously, has been a lot better than their first half offense, with 193 total yards compared to the first half, where they just struggled mightily, with Brady Cook finishing out with 128 yards total, with that one big pass for 50 yards down the field, as Brady Cook is going to finish just about a half a yard short on fourth down. Yeah, he's going to be short. I'm assuming they probably bring out Mevis and kick a field goal. Maybe they just do a QB sneak because he is a half a yard short. So I'm not 100% sure. So we'll see. I'm assuming you probably you got a different fourth down coverage here. Yeah, Missouri looks like they're going to call a timeout. Doesn't surprise me at all. Makes sense to be able to call a timeout here to be able to finish it out. So, like I said, please hit the subscribe button, notification bell, never miss another video. We are at 39 subscribers there over on Roundup, so good to see Roundup doing well. Okay, as Brady Cook is going to make it all the way to the line of scrimmage, handoff to Luther Burden, who is going to go up the sideline all the way down to the 10-yard line, where he is going to go out of bounds, hand run right into the ref. So that's pretty much going to wrap up this game, guys. As there was the dog pile, a little bit of rugby style. And yeah, it's really going to be the difference in this game is going to be Missouri's ability just to run the ball down Ohio State's throats and the inability from the Buckeyes to be able to stop that, as Missouri's going to take 2 kneels here and finish out this ball game. So definitely make sure you hit the subscribe button, like button down below. It's good to see each and every single one of you here, as we're going to finish out with a little under 1,500 views, as Eli Drinkowitz is going crazy there on the sidelines for his players. And really, honestly, he deserves it. This team has fought through a lot this season. And you're going to take one more kneel to be able to finish out this season, where you have just had a spectacular job being able to finish off Ohio State and being able to take the W there and just play extremely well for this team, as Missouri is your 2023 Cotton Bowl champion. It is great. It has been great seeing all of you guys. Definitely has been a fun time with each of you. And would like to thank each of you guys for coming and hanging out. And hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And hope that you guys join us tomorrow for a coverage of the Peach Bowl.